Hello, hello. Welcome to Audio Addiction. I already know I'm getting flamed for being 3 minutes late, but we're here. Thank you for hanging. Thanks for chilling. Um, PSA, I have all of the videos ready for Patreon, so they should all be up when this stream is over with. So, so if you've been missing out on the past couple streams and you want to be up to date, go check Patreon. Those are the most up to date videos. If you are watching this on YouTube, this is probably we are 1 month ahead from this point. So definitely want to keep you posted on that. I do try to do as many streams as I can over the weekends. So here we are. So thanks for hanging for the vibes. Also, big kudos, big love to Sally. They have gotten 100,000 channel points, so we are doing their choice, which is newest, which I have no information about. I believe that Sally also knows knows more than I do about newest, which I'm very excited about. So, we'll be covering that today. If we have a little bit more time, then we'll do that. We'll do some other stuff, but I wanted to make sure to get through hers today on stream. So thanks for hanging. Thanks for my spiel. So we'll get right into it. Couple comments here. Diz says, shake my head with these unprofessional streamers and their lateness. Hey, listen, I have no, I'll just apologize. I have no right. I was filling out my last little bits of thumbnails. So very rad. Uh, no says you can't rush greatness. Hey, you're true, right, exactly. Kala, hello. Sally says newest time for real. Yeah, let's go. Kala says woo. Gunky afternoon. Congrats, Sally. Yes, very nice, very nice. We did 17 and we did after school in Orange Caramel, and I know you saw Priston's MVs, so which led me on to the last Pledis group. Fair enough. Listen, we're combing through. We're combing through. So it's good. Jazz says, yay, newest. And Gungi says, Odysseys are allowed to be a little. I try not to be. I would consider myself a pretty timely person, but today was a little rough. So lot of out around the house stuff to do. But anyway, enough of my chilling here, but very excited. The first one we're going to be listening to, and it looks like Sally included newest plus the solo music, so I'm very excited. So um let's do it. Jiz says LVO, please do. You do great. I like I said, I genuinely feel like I'm on time for the most part. I know, but I appreciate y'all giving me flack for it. I honestly deserve it, so it's great. Sally says, I know newest debuted March 12. Excuse me, I can't even read today. March 2012, and it's 4 of the 5 members are 95 liners. Oh wow, okay, interesting. And then No Santa says, technically, Hello Venus was a part of Play's obligatory fuck. It is bad. It is bad. It is bad. But anyway, let's get into newest. I'm excited. This first one is Face, which I am again not familiar with any of these. So let's get into it. Right, that was newest Face. If you're hanging out with us today, thank you for hanging. Appreciate you. This one was very interesting. Like I said, I have no basis point to really kind of gauge newest material wise, but this was very interesting. I liked a lot of the I love a lot of the vocals. I only really noticed, at least in terms of like the power vocals, was the one with like the blonde hair right before like the rapping section here. Let me see if I can get a good shot. Yeah, this guy, whoever it is, man, he's got some powerhouse vocals. So I'm excited to see Baekyo. Okay, very nice. Thank you. Sick vocals. Definitely enjoyed those a lot. Um as well as that, choreography was sick. I will say that switch up, as much as I as much as I made a face about it, I thought it was really cool. I can't say that I listen to a lot of dubstep now in my early 30s, but I remember listening to that a lot growing, I guess not growing up, but in my like preteens and teens. Um and I still feel like this hits really well. I genuinely, I don't. I feel like some of the older K-pop stuff is kind of like hit or miss for me, but I thought this was really good. And I do feel like it breaks up the song in a really convincing way, where you're like, if you're watching the MV, which I'd imagine at that time you definitely would be watching the MV. Um, I feel like your eyes and your ears, like the focal point of the song kind of really shifts. So I really appreciate that a lot. Now I feel like if I was listening to this now, if I was to listen to it on a streaming service, it might not have the same hit that I feel like it would have watching the MV. So I think it was very intentional at the time. I still feel like I still feel like now, as of current, it makes sense. Um, but yeah, rapping was good. I enjoyed this song a lot. Like I said, don't really have too much of a basis point on them, so I feel like this is a good starting off point. But I feel like a lot of groups kind of grow and evolve, and so I'm curious to see how differently their music is later on. But this was rad. I did enjoy it. So Sally says, and if you look closely, you can spot 5 of the 17 members in the Face MV. The only one that I saw like and knew immediately was, I know there's a scene with S Coops that I was like 100% sure it was him. So I was like, his face has stayed the same relatively over the years. I still feel like I could pick up and notice his face without even really realizing it, but very cool. Um, Diz says, I missed the Europop era of K-pop. I did not. I was not in that lane at that time, but very cool. Uh, Guggy says, such a great change up. And Andy, hello, thank you for hanging. I did see Unhi pop in too as well. So Unhi, thanks for pulling up. And Sally says, I love Ren's long hair here. Hey, let's go. Let's go. We do like Ren. So very nice. Very nice. Good. Like I said, good jumping off point. I feel like this one, I'm curious what people who have been fans of K-pop for a while, like I know we've covered 2 groups that have been around for a while. We just did BAP last week, or this past week, excuse me. And I'm always curious what people think about songs that, like this one is 13 years, 13 years old. So I'm curious what if people still feel like this one holds up, or does it feel timed at that time? I do feel like there's elements of the song where I'm like, yeah, it does feel very timely. But at the same time, I'm like, it. I think that a lot of the stuff that was written during that time period is just timeless. Like they know how to stick in melodies really well. I think I think a lot of the focal point was on just like really good musicianship. And that's not to say that it isn't now, certainly, but I just feel like there was just a lot more interest, at least in that sort of discography at the time, and so I really appreciate that. So I do feel like while the song is maybe feels a little bit old in my mind, I still feel like it's got solid bones. So I appreciate that. So yeah, curious your thoughts. Let me know. But all right, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one is Action. So very cool. Gungi says, I would say the only part that wasn't timeless is the dubstep stuff, but I love that part. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. I can see that. I can see that. Sarah, hello. Thanks for pulling up. So, all right, cool. Well, we're gonna move on to the next one, which looks to be Action. So, check it out. All right, very nice. This was newest Action. I enjoyed this one. I don't know if this is from the same release. I would imagine. Yeah, it was a little later. First mini album. Okay. Um, this one was awesome. I enjoyed this one. I think I enjoyed this one a little bit more than Face. Um, I find that this one was just like, it just hit. Like as soon as the song started, I was like, damn. I'm like, this is really good. Like this one still holds up really well. It has like a kind of, I don't know. It's definitely got like a 90s pop flavor to it for sure. like especially like kind of with that like really like dynamic drum sound. I feel like that's kind of common in like maybe 80s like pop, 90s pop kind of a thing. So I definitely noticed a little bit of that. Their vocal styling kind of gave me similar vibes and not 100% obviously to like more Western pop music at that time, which I think maybe is probably my nostalgia talking a little bit, but really appreciated that. And I think like the way that they had the hooks lined up were just very, very good. I think once you've got a good hook, I think that to me is really kind of the good starting point of it. I do I did notice, and I don't know if this is maybe just kind of a qualm of what Newest does, but I feel like all of their songs they have like these really dynamic or like very like pop oriented versus pre-choruses, choruses, and then like just before they bridge, they hit you with like this dubstep section. And I know they did in Face, obviously, but I noticed that I don't know if that's gonna be just like a thing that they do, like a niche thing that they do with all of their songs, maybe early on in their discography potentially. Um, but I was like, damn, I'm like, there's another dubstep part that I again made a face for, but like should have known that was a thing. Um, but I really enjoyed that, and then they transitioned into this like really beautiful, like soft kind of like soft palette sort of I guess it's like post bridge section with like that beautiful piano. I'm pretty sure they had Baekyo doing some vocals there. And then they transitioned into that like final chorus with like the rapping section, the vocals on top. I just thought that was really nice. But yeah, I enjoyed this one personally a little bit more. If they are from the same release, I felt like this one was like a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more punchy. I think it felt a little bit more elevated in terms of their vocals. It just seemed like there was a lot more stylistic liberties in this song that I appreciate than comparatively to maybe Face. But I felt like this one's definitely like one of the ones that I would probably go back and listen to now, just because I feel like it holds up really well. So I enjoy this. I enjoy this. So very nice, very nice. It looks like people were enjoying it in chat, so that's always a good sign. So all right, let's keep it moving. The next one we've got is this is Orange Caramel and Newest, dashing in the snow in high heels. So we've got a holiday song in the mix. Let's go. So let's check it out.
Kiss me, kiss me 이 겨울이 가기 전에 love me, love me 나만큼 거긴 내 말 들려요 내 말 다른 건 바라지 않아요 난 그댈 보면 내 가슴에 종소리가 울려 퍼져요 오늘은 그래도 말할 것 같아요 어젯밤의 꿈에서처럼 추워도 예쁜 옷 입고 누나도 높은 걸 신고 그대와 밤새워 걷고 싶은 오늘 밤
그때를 찾아서 달리는 기분 찬바람도 너무 상쾌해 그대는 이 세상 무엇보다 큰 선물
오늘은 모든 일이 잘 될 것만 같아요 숨겼던 이야기를 다 들려주고 싶어.
Great harmonies. Keychain. Cool. Love that.
몰라요. 기다린 그날이 오늘이 될까요? 어젯밤의 꿈에서처럼.
Aw. Very sweet. Very sweet. I love it. All right. This was Orange Caramel and Newest and their song Dashing Through the Snow in High Heels. Very nice. Very nice. A couple comments here. Sally said, I had to include it when I saw it. Cal says, Merry Christmas, everyone. We're not there yet. We're getting close. We're getting closer for sure. As what Gungi said, we are getting closer. That is funny. No, Santa says, I managed to get my spouse to wait till November to get the tree out. Are you saying that it's out all year long? Because that would be sick. You know, you should like change it for the holidays. You know, every holiday you put like Halloween, you put like Halloween ornaments on there. You know, could be a tree for all year round. It'd be great. You have 4th of July, you put like a bunch of American flags on it. You know, be great. Guggy says this is a great Christmas song. I would also agree. I enjoyed this. It's very nice. Definitely gets me into that holiday spirit for sure. Especially as we approach, well, in America, we approach the Thanksgiving holiday soon, and then Christmas. So very stoked on that. We'll probably have to add this to the proverbial Christmas playlist for next month. So very excited about that. But yeah, overall, enjoyed the song. Cool seeing Orange Caramel again. If you missed out, we've covered them already, which is awesome. But yeah, their voices meld really well together. There's a lot of cool moments where their like ensemble vocals meshed up really well. They did some great harmonies, as well as that cool key change towards the end of the song. Definitely love that. And there's little sprinkles of like different Christmas songs, like melodies, like I think I heard a little bit of Dashing Through the Snow, which I thought was nice. I also feel like, as well as that, there was definitely some other like Christmas Christmas things that, you know, like sleigh bells. Like they definitely made it about as Christmassy as possible. So in terms of like the songwriting aspect of it, but very sweet song. Would definitely throw this on my like K-pop holiday playlist for sure. The vibes were strong in this, so love to see it. So Jazz says the festive mood is activating. Not looking forward to Mariah Carey blasting it in my ears. I feel if you are part of the retail hell space, then you know that Mariah Carey is a force to be reckoned with at that time of year. So so I pray a blessing to everyone that has to go to battle against Mariah Carey this year. So, and every year. So Andy says, talking about Christmas Christmas trees, my friend's dad left the Christmas tree out all year because he didn't want to take it down again next year. That's fair. Fun fact, somebody, Alex, who used to do this with me, we used to live together, and we had our Christmas tree up, or he had the Christmas tree up all year long. We never took it down. So that would be a constant fixture in the apartment, which was crazy. So Guggy says Mariah Carey is just torture. Yeah. I feel like Mariah Carey, listen, all respect to her as an artist, but you know, she is unthawing right now as we speak. So I can't say her name too many more times, or you know, she's like Beetlejuice, you know. So anyway, we're gonna keep it moving here. The next one we've got on the list here, it looks like is Hello. So I'm very excited. We're gonna keep it moving with the newest fun. So let's keep it moving with Hello here. Is it another holiday song? Oh no, this is not a holiday song. Oof.
알겠지 늦을 건가 봐 급한 맘에 배터리는 또 깜빡하셨나 봐 나는 왠지 비가 올 것 같아 고민을 하다가 빨리 보고 싶은 맘에 일찍 데리러 나가 깜짝 놀라겠지 날 보면 길이 엇갈리지 않겠다 달려야겠지 저 멀리 네 모습 보이는데 왜 난 전화 걸어 한다는 말이 결국엔 여보세요
That slappy bass. Nice.
어디서 뭘 하는지 걱정되니까 여보세요 왜 아무 말 못하니 여보세요 여보세요 널 데리러 왔어 비가 올까봐 혼자 쓸쓸히 빗속을 걸을까봐 집 앞이야 네가 보여 누구랑 있나봐 솔직히 말 못했어 그럼 널 잃을까봐 이거 말이 안돼네 외로움 달래준 건 난데 어서 말해 제발 아무 사이 아니라고 왜 난 안돼 한번 해봐 아무 말이라도 지금 너 거기서 뭐하니 지금 널 멀리서 뭐하니 바라보는 내가 느껴지지 않니 하고픈 말은 다 내래 미안하단 말도 내래 자꾸 어쩔봐 바로 여기가 네가 있어야 할 여보세요 밥은 먹었니 어디서 뭘 하는지 걱정되니까 여보세요 왜 아무 말 못하니 여보세요 널 보고 싶어서 비가 오니까 내리니까 너와 걷던 거리를 걷다 보니까 집 앞이야 보고 싶어 너는 아닌가 봐 솔직히 미치겠어 난이만 되나 봐 Baby, I can't let you go. I only think about you, girl. What would I be without you, girl? Don't tell me lies, don't say goodbye. I just wanna let you know. I only think about you, girl. What would I be without you, girl? What would I be without you, girl?
All right. Very nice. This was newest Hello. Very nice. Uh Sally says hello is so good by the way. Gagi said this is a great song, but I don't like ballads. That's if there's anything we can rely on is that we know for a fact that you do love ballads. So but this was great. This was definitely I think my favorite so far. I thought the vocals on this, like, to me, feel like much more of a step up. And that's, again, not to say that the songs before this were not great vocally, but I felt like this one they used a lot more of their register, a lot more stylization in terms of their vocals, which I thought was great. And it just felt like a lot more dynamic. There's a lot of great layering. I think there's a lot of good ensemble vocals as well. And I think they were able to kind of layer it out in a very like convincing way. The rapping was also very good. I like kind of like that like spoken word part at the beginning, and then like obviously later on with an actual like raps section in the song. I thought was really good. It didn't feel like I don't know. I think sometimes like rap sections in like more ballady type tracks can kind of seem a little overbearing, but I felt like this one had like the right amount of like grit to it, but didn't feel like overpowering to the rest of the track. So I thought that was really great. The instrumentation was also really incredible. I loved the bass work in this. I thought it was really funky, a little riffy, and for a song that's like more ballad aligned, I was kind of surprised for them to have like a really kind of like more of a convincing bass riff. So I thought that was really cool, and I just love the dynamics of that and what it adds to the track. The guitar work was also incredible. Whoever is doing a lot of those like acoustic guitar riffs were awesome. Piano work was gorgeous, of course. I feel like a lot of K-pop songs that have piano in it are just Chef's kiss. We love to see it. But yeah, I would say this one's probably my favorite so far. Listen, I'm not afraid of love and ballads here. But definitely felt like the most interesting. I felt like in terms of what Newest has brought to the table so far, from what I've heard. And I think to me, it just felt the most dynamically interesting on a vocal scale as well too. So very very cool. This one's a good one. I think it also holds up well considering this one came out as well about 12 years ago. So very nice, very nice. All right, well, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one is Sleep Talking. So let's keep it going. All right, this was Newest Sleep Talking. Very nice, very nice. It looks like people in chat were enjoying it, which is good, which is good. Um, I think for me at first I was like, what the fuck am I listening to? Which then transitioned into, okay, I'm kind of liking this, to I'm like, I probably will end up liking this song more than I led on to be with the first comment. I feel like it's I feel like it's not dissimilar to like uh Shiny's music. I always feel like I love that song specifically now, but when I was listening, when we went through Shiny initially, I was like, oh, I don't understand it. I don't get it. Like I feel like this song is kind of in the same camp where I'm like, at first I was like, I don't get it, but then I'm like, okay, I have to figure, when did this release? Which it looks like it released, 12 years ago on August, 21st of 2013. So I'm like, okay, it's probably in the same like ballpark, of when that came out. So I think for me, it was like just a little bit of a shock because they were like using like, like snoring and like it like alarm clock sounds and stuff. And it was just very like, there's a lot going on. But I think the song definitely takes a turnaround, especially in the chorus. I think the chorus definitely is, in my opinion, one of the stronger parts of the song. I think it helps to kind of tie it all together again with like kind of like the campy, quirky nature of the song. I do feel like it does a great job of kind of again showing kind of like the sleep talking aspect of it, but as well as that like them actually including sounds that people do make in their sleep. So I thought that was really interesting. The bridge was cool, but I do feel like as they kind of transition from that bridge to final chorus, that was like, I was like, damn, this is really sick. I do really like that a lot. So to me, I think at first, if you gave me like the first part of the song and I like didn't make it to the first chorus, then I'd be like, okay, this is maybe a little bit more rough than I felt like it was. But I do think they had a vision with the song and they did commit to it. And, I think it did well. I'm curious on what people thought about it when it was first released comparatively to now. Like, do they still, like, do you guys feel like it is a little, I'd imagine probably some people in chat feel like it is a little campy, but like in a good way. But yeah, like I said, I didn't think it was too bad. I did enjoy it more than I thought, which is a little bit strange, but because typically I feel like this wouldn't be my type of song that I would go and listen to, but I did enjoy it. So very nice, very nice. All right, well, we're keeping it smooth in here. Chat is just vibing today, so we love to see it. So, all right. Well, I guess we'll keep it moving then. The next one we've got on the playlist here is Good Bye Bye. So, let's check it out.
차가워진 눈물과 표정 난 너에게서 왜 헤매는지 알지 못했어 분리된 잊지 못해 산다는 게 내일의 내 모습일까봐 걱정이 돼 기나긴 삶의 하루 중간 어디쯤에 눈 너를 짓고선 있을 거야 확신해 늘 아주 가끔 오늘을 돌아봐 노력은 생각보다 내게 솔직하니까 언제는 잊고 또 일어서면 돼 풀린 신발끈 다시 묶고 뛰면 돼 낡은 일기장에 적힌 우리처럼 길을 잃고서 더 이상 살 수 없어 남겨진 innocence Goodbye baby goodbye baby 너 없이 매일 눈 감아도 이젠 그만 Goodbye baby goodbye baby 네 손 다시 못 잡는데도 끝없는 터널 속을 거니는데도 이겨낼 수 있어 And let me say goodbye baby goodbye baby 난 없이도 살 수 있어 내 눈물이 땅에 닿는 모습
All right.
잊을 수 없어 남겼어 뒤부터 나의 그늘이 너의 입술이 다시 만날 땐 우린 빛이 날 거야 Hey goodbye baby goodbye baby 너 없이 매일 눈 감아도 Goodbye goodbye baby goodbye baby 네 손 다시 못 잡는데도 Without you 끝없는 터널 속을 긴 어둠 속에 이겨낼 수 있어 Say goodbye baby goodbye baby 이젠 괜찮아 without you
All right. This was newest. Goodbye bye. Very nice. Very nice. Jess says the poor fish. Well, we're glad the fish is okay at the end of this MV, you know? So I like this one a lot. At first, I felt like it was a little bit of a slow start. But now like thinking about back on it, I'm like, okay, it makes sense because like there is a I think there's just a subtlety in the way that they attack these verses, you know, like it was very smooth, it was very clean, like there wasn't too much going on about it, which is not bad. Like I definitely think you need to have moments where the song isn't running at 100 miles per hour. But I felt like this one definitely had some more um definitely had a little bit more nuance to it in the verses, which I appreciate. Pre-chorus build was solid, but I will say that the chorus in the song is so good. Really catchy, good hooks. I love the melody choice in it, as well. It just you could tell there's a lot more like definition in terms of their vocals in that section where you had like somebody singing the main vocal line and then having the other members kind of adding ensemble vocals or like doing like some runs, especially towards maybe the end of the song. And I really thought that was great. I feel like bridge wise, this one felt a little bit more tame than what I'm used to. Excuse me, from newest. But I really felt like the I just felt like the momentum of the song still kept. If anything, I think they carried on with it in a much better fashion. Like I love that they use like more of that dubstep feeling to the bridge, but it doesn't feel like it is the main focus of that. And I think they were really able to kind of strike a fine balance between the dubstep moments of the song and then as well as their vocals. So to me, I felt like this one was the most convincing in terms of like where I felt like maybe in previous songs they've used the dubstep section of the song to kind of do like a dance break or to lead into another part of the song. I think this one felt most convincing in the sense of like they didn't have to break those two things off. They could still have like the dance moment or they could still have the vocal moment in that bridge section to kind of tie it all together. So I thought that was excellently done. And I think it does transition so well into that chorus, final chorus. So I enjoyed this one a lot. I definitely feel like this one is going to be a sleeper song for me on the playlist. But I thought it was very well executed. It could be one of my favorites. I mean, obviously we have many more songs to go, but excited to see how their discography has changed over this time period. So great song. Loved it. Loved it. So all right. We're gonna keep it moving. The next one we've got is I'm Bad, which is next. So let's keep it growing.
Yo, baby, I was wrong. Please give me one more chance.
내가 정말 미쳐서 나봐 그렇게 너를 보내고 짚으러오는 발걸음마다 그동안 함께 보냈던 시간들 자꾸 내 팔을 붙잡고 못 걷게 하는 걸 나 괜히 뒤돌아서 너도 없는 미안하다고 할까 나 지금 당장 내게로 달려가 사랑한다 할까 수많은 고민 속에 난 그저
Harmony, hello. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate you.
이러면 네가 날 미쳤다 말할까 차라리 내일 아침에 전화할까 울고 있을 네 모습이 난 자꾸만 떠올라 미칠 것만 같아 내가 나쁜 놈이야 참 미안해 내게 너 같은 여자고 하면 안돼 I'm bad I'm bad I'm bad My baby I'm bad I'm bad I'm bad 이제는 더 이상 너에게 상처 주지 않아 제발 내 곁에서 떠나지 마라 My baby my baby my baby I love you my baby my baby my baby
내가 꺼낸 말이 지금 날 힘들게 하지 생각해보면 늘 희귀적인 방식 널 보며 걷던 거리 너가 없이 걷다 보니 겁이 나기 시작했어 해 같은 고집 부리면서 어리광 부리던 게 그리워 혼자가 되고 나서 이제서야 느낀 거 잘못했어 한 번도 말한 적 없지만 내 곁에 있어줘 날 떠나지 마
미안하다고 할까 나 지금 당장 내게로 달려가 사랑한다 할까 수많은 고민 속에 난 그저 멍하니 하늘만 보고 있어 이러면 네가 날 미쳤다 말할까 차라리 내일 아침에 전화할까 울고 있을 네 모습이 난 자꾸만 떠올라 미칠 것만 같아 내가 나쁜 놈이야 참 미안해 내게 너 같은 여자고 하면 안돼 I'm bad I'm bad I'm bad My baby I'm bad I'm bad I'm bad 이제는 더 이상 너에게 상처 주지 않아 제발 내 곁에서 떠나지 마라 My baby my baby my baby I love you my baby my baby my baby 다시 너를 울리지 않을게
Wow.
난 너를 위해 모든 걸 다 해줄게 네가 힘들었던 만큼
This is a great bridge. Wow.
아파했던 만큼 내가 더 잘할게 소중한 널 위해 내가 나쁜 놈이야 참 미안해 내게 너 같은 여자고 하면 안돼 I'm bad I'm bad I'm bad My baby I'm bad I'm bad I'm bad 이제는 더 이상 너에게 상처 주지 않아 제발 내 곁에서 떠나지 마라 My baby my baby my baby I love you my baby my baby my baby
Wow. All right. That was newest. I'm Bad. Very nice. Thank you for coming to hang out if you're hanging out. Harvey said, sorry for being late. Prepping beans to cook for dinner tonight. Hey, listen. It's all good. I just expect people, if they show up, cool. If they don't, it's all good. You know, I'm still going to be doing it. So appreciate you coming through. And it looks like everybody said hello. Cows beans. Making en frijoladas. Very nice. Ooh, that sounds delish. I'm about it. I love a good bean dish. So I'm about it. And then Harmony also said, I like the section there. Vocals are lovely. In the bridge, yeah, I would also agree. So very nice. This was a great song. I noticed that I do like the more like softer, like a little bit more vibier songs that Newest has put out, which is not a bad thing. And not to say that the other songs are not good, but I feel like there's there's like a special characteristic to their style vocally that I'm like, man, these types of songs just hit so well because I think that their vocals really demand that kind of attention vocally, and I think they're able to kind of utilize it in a really beautiful way. Um, so in this type of song, while it's a little bit more subtle, I feel like in instrumental approach, I think it more than makes up for it on the vocal scale. So definitely love it. I think it's got good hooks. The melody lines in this were also really great as well. I think I agree with Harmony. That bridge section is probably my favorite part of the song, just because I think the vocals were just so great. I think they were able to kind of layer them out in a gorgeous way too. So I think to me, it just felt like it brought the whole song together. That bridge section really kind of tied a lot of those moments of like the verses that I really like, and then also has like some good moments that transitions to that final chorus where they're kind of able to do a little bit more ad-libbing vocal pop-off moments. So I definitely think that this one, to me, while I think on a scale between like just being a little bit more grandiose and a little bit more subtle, I think this one's a little bit more subtle. But I do feel like they just do such a fantastic job of their vocals. Like what I've noticed a lot about Newest so far is like they've got incredible vocalists in their group. So I think they are utilized extremely well in these types of songs. So definitely enjoyed this one a lot, as you could tell. So this one I think would probably be amongst my favorites. I would not be mad at this if this is in my playlist for sure. So definitely nice. All right. Well, keeping it moving. The next one is Overcome. So let's check it out.
잠든 네 옆에서 난
Ooh.
너를 꿈꾸고
Okay.
다섯 개의 쌀로 널 다시 깨운다 다들 나를 보면 차갑던 말투 표정까지 너의 미소에 녹는 나인데 가끔씩 너 지쳐 보일 땐 이 노래를 불러줄게 It's alright girl
Wow. Great higher register vocals. Wow.
너의 눈에 질갈수록 내가 위태로워져 내 작은 욕심이 자꾸 커져 yeah, 내 마음이 다 너로 가득 차 세상 모두가 너로 보여다 주문에 걸려 나 It's alright girl 검은 가시던 불이 나를 상처를 주고 할
harmony. Wow. Damn. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, that was awesome. All right. That was newest Overcome. Holy shit. Oh my god. That was awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say Unhee stole the words out of my mouth. Probably my favorite as of now for sure. Um, damn. I feel like they were like, and I mean, I feel like they haven't really held back. I don't feel vocally, but this one, now that I know they can sing like this, I feel like they've been on reserve for a little bit. Damn, holy shit, that was crazy. There was like a lot of good like melody runs, and they were so smooth. that Wow, I'm kind of a loss for words if I'm being honest. But there were some really good like vocal chains. Like you had like that, like you had some like really gorgeous like high like register vocals or like falsetto tones that just kind of go down. Like there's just something cool about like the way that they riffed vocally that I appreciate a ton. And then towards the end of the song, I think like at the last chorus, I'm almost positive they hit like a two, maybe potentially like 3-part harmony at the end. If not, it sounded very much like either really strong ensemble or a 3-part harmony. Just was so good. And like there was like literally, I feel like no room for them to just kind of do like something a little bit more chill vocally. I think the whole song was just like we're at the peak the entire time. I feel like, I don't know if US still performs or not. I would assume they aren't, but I could only imagine this has got to be one of their toughest songs to perform by a landslide, unless there's a song later on that is more intense than this one. But I feel like vocally they had to have practiced this so much, and I feel like it paid off certainly, because I'm floored. This one's definitely a contender for best song from newest for sure. The rapping section was good too. I don't know who the rapper is in this group, and I feel stupid for not asking earlier, but whoever this guy is. I just had it. Now it's gonna load again. Let's see. Just had it. Where'd it go? Yeah, whoever this is. Oh, they disbanded, sadly. Oof. Thanks, Jazz. Oh, oh damn, that sucks. That's so bad. Sally said JR the rapper and leader. Okay, thank you. JR crushed it. Like I felt like the raps have been good so far, and like I don't want to sound like a hater, because I'm definitely not, but like the rapping sections have been very solid so far, but this one was just like, I don't know what they did, but I feel like this one just stands miles above like the other songs, like rap wise. I was just like, I kind of just was like, holy shit, like this came out of nowhere. The energy came out of nowhere. Like very, very convincing. So this is, like I said, one of my favorites so far, if not my favorite. This is going to be a really hard one to beat, I would argue. So great track. So Jazz says the vocals so good. I agree. Very nice. I don't know how they're gonna top this one. So I was scared, but we're gonna keep it moving. The next newest song we have is Love Paint Every Afternoon. So very nice. Let's keep it going.
아름다운 질투한 너의 주위에 머물며 찬란한
빛으로 가득히 널 채워주고 싶어
And 너는 red like ruby maybe 그보다 빛나니 모든 사람이 셈이 나겠지
행복을 그릴 때 너에게 날 보여주고 싶어
흑백은 너의 사랑유 내 사랑의 색을 입다 painting painting 다른 폭의 풍경 같아
세미로 너를 지켜줄걸
꽃이 피는 동쪽에서
너무 color
Love those synths there. Wow.
너에게 노래 불러주고픈 내맘 말야 햇살 같은 너를 그리고 촉촉한 단비로 다가가 스며들고만 싶어
어떤 색들보다 반짝 낯설게 눈부셔 너무 투명해 감싸주고파 전부 너만의 색으로 넌 나를 끌어당겨
흑백에는 너의 사랑유 내 사랑의 색을 입다 painting painting 다른 폭의 풍경 같아
세미로 너를 지켜줄걸
꽃이 피는 동쪽에서
너무 color
난 세상을 밝히며 걷는 너의 하루 발맞춰 걸어 난 너에게 느리게 그렇게 다가가는 중 너의 뒤를 살피며 따라갈게 밤하늘은 그대로 물들었네 한 폭의 그림은 너와 나 단둘이네 이 순간이 영원히 멈춰지기를 바래 너만을 지키길 바래 슬프도록 빛이 나는요 수억 개의 색을 가진 prism prism 쏟아지는 두 손 같아
너와 내 두 눈이 닿는 순간이 된
우리 둘은 동쪽에서
Wow. All right. This was newest Love Paint every afternoon. If you're hanging out, thank you for hanging this afternoon. But wow. Okay. They did a good job following up. They did a good job following up Overcome. Wow. All right. All right. Cool. I like that. That's good. Couple comments here. It looks like Gunky said this is great. I agree. Yeah, I genuinely was. I always feel like some of the songs, like after I'm like, oh man, you know what? Like, I feel as though sometimes they don't always hold up. Like, or you have like really high expectations now, and like the song kind of doesn't meet the same medium. But I felt like this one was rad. So, Sally says, so I think Love Paint was their last full group comeback before 4 of the members went on to produce 101 Season 2. They said they didn't make a profit with it, and members Minhyun made it into the final group 101. I remember this. I think I kind of remember this when we covered 101 as well. Damn, that's crazy. To end on this one, that hurts, because this one was also really good. So, damn. What the hell? Oh man, with that knowledge, that hurts. This was a great song. I think to me, in my head, I'm like, Overcome is like top tier, right? You know, like I'm thinking, oh, this is probably one of my favorites. This one is a very high like favorite song as well. I think the melody was super fun. Like their synth choice was like really, really great. I honestly feel like instrumentally wise, I feel as though this one could have come out like more currently. You know what I mean? Like I think this kind of, especially like some of the synth choice kind of reminds me a little bit of like similar synth choices that I feel like New Jean uses in their music now, like those really warbly, like synth tones. I really like that, and I'm glad that it's still prevalent now, but as well as that, I feel like, this one of this group, and I'm sure other groups, or maybe at this time period, just had songs that just were so good. Like the catchiness on this was incredible. I think the chorus was super memorable. It's got, again, a great hook, great melody. I also noticed that this song particularly is in a much higher register. Like they're like definitely sitting more in that like top end of like mid-range tone to like head voice potentially, and like definitely a lot of falsetto tone, which is really difficult, and I can only imagine is made more difficult by the fact that they are also doing choreography on top of that. So I feel like I gotta give them the flowers where it is deserved as well. But again, great melodies, great hooks in this song. Really like the bridge. I feel like that kind of opened the song up a little bit more, which I think I really appreciate about their songwriting, especially the more current songs that they've had that we're listening to now. It just feels a lot more dynamic. I think there is a lot more attention to detail in terms of the writing process as well. Like the group feels a lot more dynamic, a little bit more punchier, and I still feel like they pay a lot of homage to the older sound that they had, which was using a lot of that like dubstep, and like this still has moments of that, but uh, I think in more of a mature way. You know what I mean? I think it still has elements of that, but I think it's refined more. So definitely enjoy this one a lot. Like I said, probably second favorite of tonight. I was really vibing with this song a ton. So great one. We love to see it. So all right, the next one we've got is another newest song. This one looks to be Minhyun and JR and their song Daybreak. So let's check it out.
From the moon to the stars 우주를 헤매다 서로를 알게 되었죠 그리고 그리다 번진 물감 위에 우리가 흘러내려요 왠지 낯설어 혼자 있는 새벽 공기가 잠 못 이루게 하죠 언제부턴가 커져버린 널 향한 마음 감출 수 없나 봐요 텅 빈 방 가득 비추는 moonlight 꿈처럼 사라져 가지만 새하얀 캔버스에 한 번 더 그려요 혼자가 아니라 믿어요 From the moon to the stars 우주를 헤매다 서로를 알게 되었죠 그리고 그리다 번진 물감 위에 우리가 흘러내려요 까맣게 물든 밤 하늘 너의 눈동자 같은 나를 보며 오늘 하루는 어땠을까 나 걱정하지 너난 좋아 보여 했으려고 하지는 막 그래 맞자 마냥 어린애처럼 굴어도 돼 않아 줄게 내가 너의 일기 마지막 줄 거기에 내가 항상 있을 거야 거기에 바람에 날려 흔들리는 커튼 사이로 노란빛 찾아오죠 환하게 빛날 날들을 마주하며 웃는 우리를 떠올려요 별들도 잠든 밤하늘 moonlight 꿈처럼 사라져 가지만 새하얀 캔버스에 다시 그려봐요 그대가 아니면
줄 헤매다 서로를 알게 되었죠. 그리고 그리다 번진 물감 위에 우리가 흘러내려요.
All right, very cool. This was newest Daybreak. Very nice. Sally says, Daybreak was a B-side from the EP Love Paint was on. Ah, very nice. Thank you, thank you. Jazz says, lovely vibes, and Gunky says, a nice chill song. I would agree. I would agree. I feel like I have not given enough love to Min Hyun in the newest stuff, but he's an incredible vocalist, and now I know he's a part of 101, as well as now I know what his face looks like. So I was able to kind of put the two and two together, and as well as knowing who JR is now too. Very sweet song. I feel like the synth choice was great. I think it adds to that kind of like lush feel to the song. It's got a good groove to it as well. Min Hyun's voice is very as well. I feel like his voice is also very sweet. Like his tonality, the way that he sings has like a sort of sweetness to it that I think is shown off really well in this type of song. And I love his little bit of like, he's got like a little bit of vibrato, especially towards the end of the song where they kind of just had him do just his vocals. It kind of had this nice like smoothness, vibrato-ness to that I really appreciate about the track. And he just sings it with, like I feel like this song is sung with such conviction to it. And I really appreciate that a lot. I also really like JR's rapping section. I thought he was really good as well. I don't know if he contributed any vocals or not, but I definitely appreciate kind of his like stylistic approach. I've really liked a lot of his like rapping sections in a lot of the newest songs that I've listened to so far. I feel like he fits the needs of the song. Like if it needs something a little bit more aggressive, I feel like he kind of draws that in. If it doesn't need any aggression, it kind of needs more of a laid back approach. I feel like he definitely handles that well too. So I like that he is kind of a jack of all trades in terms of, being stylistically aware of what's going on in the songs. So I think that's really smart. And I think he approaches it in a really analytic sort of fashion. So I appreciate that a ton. But yeah, overall, great B-side. And just enjoyed the kind of chill vibes of the song. We've gotten some really good highs, so far. So, it's nice to have a song that's a little bit more vibey, a little bit more chill. So definitely enjoyed it. So very nice. The next one we are checking out is Where You Are. All right. Where You At? Excuse me. God, I can't even speak today. Let's check it out. I'm adding the words. Great. Weren't even there. I did get tongue-tied.
네가 없는 사이 그리워진 마음을 바라게 또 멍들고 상처난 마음은 아프지 않아서 고칠 생각하지 않아 어렵다니 오늘 꿈에서라도 날 세상 끝에서라도 날 손을 마주 잡을 수 있다면 내일이 없어도 난 괜찮아 yeah. 이리저리 또 헤매이고 널 찾아 너를 찾아서 뛰어봐도 내 방안 원해 매일 더 너를 찾고 있는데 Where you at Where you at Where you at Where you at
Ooh.
Where you at 아무렇지 않아 매일 나를 속이고 잊을 수 없다면 기억하고 싶어 너는 나의 한쪽 yeah.
What?
없이 좁은 통수같이 now 아무것도
Wow,
보이지가
what the
않는
fuck?
내 맘은 점점 물든 기분 손을 뻗어 yeah 잡히지 않는다고 해또 힘이 커져버린 너 환상이라도 난 계속해서 yeah 이리저리 또 헤매이고 널 찾아 너를 찾아서 뛰어봐도 내 방안 원해 원해 매일 더 너를 찾고 있는 Where you at 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 습관이란 게 무섭긴 한가 봐 눈만 뜨면 네 흔적부터 찾아 네 목소리를 잊고 싶지 않아서 마지막에 부른 내 이름을 따라 부른다 Where you at Where you at
Wow. That was awesome. All right. The song is Where You At and is by Newest W. Very nice. Let's see. Sally says Newest W is the subunit while Minhyun was in 101. The W stands for waiting. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Jazz says this one is so good, and Gunky said this is really good. Very nice, very nice. I also enjoyed this a lot. I think for me, and I kind of have been saying it a little bit, but I felt like this one probably is the most appropriate comment for it, is that I feel like this one is the best combination of like the current at the time newest sound, but also paying a lot of homage to their former sound, right? You know, and that's not to say that I feel like they've completely abandoned it, but like having more of those like kind of deep dubstep bigger moments, I feel like this song definitely pulls from that like older stylization of newest. But I feel like they do bring it into more of a modern sort of fashion. Really enjoyed it a lot. I think again, if I've got this correct, I know Baekhyun does a lot of the like powerhouse vocals in the song, and I feel like a lot of that focus or fixation on the song is like, damn, he's got some really strong vocals. And I feel like I've mentioned that a lot, so I'll kind of keep it there for that. But I really enjoyed like I really kind of enjoyed like the way that the music was kind of has a little bit more of a tug and pull to it. It looks like it was, if I've got this correct in the thing, it says it looks like it was composed by Bumzu, which is cool. I love that. But yeah, dynamically very fun. I think like the musicality of it was also really good. I think it plays to a lot of their strengths of what I've mentioned before about their musicality, where I'm like, wow, like this one dynamically feels very fun on the sense of it has like those dubstep elements, but I also feel like they match it well with how strong the vocals are in these songs. So I think it's really good. And I love that they do kind of more of a build up, especially like from the verses to the final, the choruses of the song. I think they, give that sort of elementation of a build, what you come to expect, like, and the song kind of rolls on through that way. So I definitely feel like they do a great job of making it seem interesting, very fun, and I would just imagine what it is kind of like sound wise that US does. So, very nice. Like I said, was kind of surprised about how well this one worked out. Not to say that it's been bad, but I'm curious to see where they pushed the new SW as a group. So, very nice, solid song. I enjoyed this one a fair bit. So, all right, we're gonna keep it moving. This one looks to be newest and 17, and the song is called Heaven. So, very nice. All right, let's check it out. That's so many people. Wow. It's the new 17. Newest 17. Wow. Very cool. This was New SW and 17 and their song Heaven. Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. A couple comments here. Jazz says, "Oh, I remember this one." Sally says, "This is a good collab and there were actually 17 people." That's a let's go. Everyone got my newest 17 joke. I love to see it. And Sally says, "Unfortunately, this song was never officially released." That oof. That hurts. That hurts. I feel like this song was really good. I the and I'll maybe get my little bit of gripe out. I feel as though I love watching these videos. But I find that sometimes I'm such an audiophile that I'm like, man, if the production quality on this song was just like there, right? Like if this was an actual song, I'd be like, damn, this was sick. And like I'd imagine like it would have blown up, right? Because I mean, to my knowledge, I don't think that a lot of boys groups collaborate together to my recollection. Or if they do, it's not very common. So I think that this would have been done I feel like this would have done really well if they officially released the song. Um but all we have is this video and I feel like that's okay, certainly, but it would have been cool if they actually officially released it. I think the song's great. I obviously love 17. I have been loving Newest so far. So I feel like this type of collaboration is just kind of the match made, no pun intended, match made in heaven uh, of these two groups, which is really nice because like you get to hear a little bit of that diversity of what 17 obviously brings to the table, bringing a majority of their, if not entirely their, all of their members into the fold in this song, but also complimenting the members of New SW so well too. And I think they worked really well in tandem together that I think to me it was like I too like I am surprised that they like hadn't collaborated more or they didn't, like it just seemed like a very good fit and their vocal like some of the vocalists from Newest I feel like complemented some of the vocal sections in 17. It just to me was like wow, I was just really mesmerized by that. I think also I was mesmerized by the fact that there was actually 17 people on my screen. I feel like very similarly to like whenever I see video like dance compilation videos of like Triple S, I'm just like there's just so many fucking people on the computer screen. Which is not a bad thing by any means. Don't come after me for Triple S hate or this video hate, because I do like it, but I do feel like it is kind of like a little bit of a shock seeing that many people in a video format. But great song. I think this one is. I feel like it's. I feel as though I want to say that it's one of my favorites, but it almost feels like a disqualification that I can't listen to it except for watching this video and not like having it at a higher quality audio wise. So I feel like to me it's like I obviously loved it. I feel like they put this song in a separate category of its own where I'm like if they had a full like full production value of the song, then I'd be like, damn, that would be incredible. But it is what it is, unfortunately. So, Sally said they also had the mama performance of this as well. Very nice, very nice. I was just saying in general, like, I would have loved to have this song as a listenable experience outside of this video or outside of the mama videos, just like a real like cool studio quality version of a song. I feel like if they didn't even have to release like an MV for it, like they could just record it in the studio and it would have been rad. So I don't know. I feel like a little butthurt about it certainly, and I'm coming into the party a little bit late, but it would have been cool if it was a full song with like all of the members collectively. So all right, well. We're keeping it moving with some more new SW. This next one is Deja Vu. So let's check it out.
난 널 그리워하고 넌 날 기다리게 해 아름답도록 아픈 내 맘은 너로 만들고 무너져 나는 깊은 멈추고 기억이 뒤바뀐 뒤로 뜨거운 내 날에 날 보낸 것 같아 시간을 뒤로 걸어 너 있는 곳에 날 데려다 만나게 해줘 내가 너의 기억 속에 보이지 않아도 나는 너의 실수 수 없으니까 기억을 걷는 이곳에 차라리 날 가둬줘 데자부 시간을 나도 모르게 속여 계속 멈춰 있어줘 데자부 Hey So 잠시라도 사라지면 안돼 데자부 데자부 So 그리워서 노래하네 나의 데자부 데자부 망가져버린 기억에 눈 감아 서로 정해진 끝을 돌려놔 운명에 사로잡혀서 그리움만 내 홀로 남겨 작은 곳을 걸으며 빛을 남겨줘 여기서 난 너를 보다 외워 너에 대해서 그림자가 돼도 좋아 나는 네가 분명해 기억을 걷는 이곳에 차라리 계속 멈춰 있어 좋아 데자부 나만이 닮은 거울 속에 네가 있어 네가 보여 너도 날 보고 있어 Say 잠시라도 사라지면 안돼 그리워서 노래하네 나의 대자부
All right. That was newest W's Deja Vu. Very nice, very nice. I thought this was very solid. I think that stop in the MV was a little interesting. I'd imagine maybe it has, I don't know if it has any lore. Sally might know. If you know in chat, let me know. But I thought this was very, very interesting. Like the riff was cool. I love that like good little like guitar riff that they included throughout the song that kind of adds as like this looping period. Oh, Sally doesn't know. Okay, thank you, Sally. Appreciate it. I thought like the like looping guitar part I thought was very interesting. I like that they kind of based the song kind of around the rest of that section of the song. Vocally, this was also really good as well, which I feel like is to be expected with like a lot of the newest songs. They have been very good on the vocal front for sure. I thought like the song itself was like very solid. I don't like there's definitely some moments where I kind of wish that they would do like a little bit more vocal pop off moments. I feel like I make this comment a lot, but I do believe it is true. Like I was kind of expecting there to be kind of like more of a vocal run section towards the end of the song, just kind of maybe like show off a little bit more of that skill. But they kind of ramped the energy down and kind of like almost, I want to say fade out the song, but they definitely take the energy level down a little bit more, which I think is a stylistic choice. I appreciate that. And I don't know how well, if this is a part of like a larger release, maybe that was intentional. But I do feel like this song was definitely solid. It is not one of my favorite newest songs, but I do feel like the beat is fun. It's kind of got more of like an islandy sort of feel to the song. But yeah, overall I thought it was very solid. I do feel like there were better songs in my opinion in their catalog, but I thought the song was pretty good. So, and Sally said I thought the goat was cute though. That's fair. The goat was very cute. I would agree. So yeah, solid song. I feel like you can't have them all hit the strides, and everybody's got a different, So if you love this newest song, hey, all the power to you. So very nice. All right, we've got the next one, another newest W song. This one is "Help Me." So let's check it out.
쏟아지는 나의 심장은 그리운 그대여 우리 사연이 다 꿈이라면 끝인가 보아 그리움 한줌 속에는 외로움 마음은 와르르 무너져 그 다음은 슬픔에 너를 담아 하루를 더 살아가요 이렇게 아파하는 건 익숙하니까 인연이라는 말이 두 눈에 보일까요 무너진 내 세상에 미래는 너를 갖고 날 위해서 Help me 모든 말로 다 Help me 나 널 안아주고 가만히 날 마주보고 싶을 거야 아마도 난 하루의 전부를 너로 견뎌내고 있어 어디서부터 잘못된 건지 모르나요 네가 내가 되어 추억 속에서 살아요 슬피운 다 그리운 맘 슬피운 다 너를 본다 인연이란 말이 두 눈에 보일까요 무너진 내 세상에 미래는 너를 갖고 날 위해서 Help me 모든 말로 다 Help me 내 모든 짙은 아픈 상처로 Baby tell me what you're gonna do Babe 너 엄청난 헤매 Babe 엄청난 헤매 Babe 너 엄청난 헤매 So 헤매 So 헤매 세상 모든 말 중 미워할 수 없는 아픔을 가진 말은 너뿐이야 하나는 기쁨이야 넌 나의 행복이야 때묻지 않은 넌 믿음이야 Oh no 키워다가 생각하고 보고 싶다 미워하고 난 어떡해 I can't take 날 위해서 help me
Wow.
모든 말로 다 help me 내 모든 짙은 아픔 상처도 Baby tell me what you gonna do
Oh my god, they ended there. Oh, damn! I thought we were gonna get another chord. I thought we were gonna get like a post chorus. Wow. All right, that was USW's "Help Me." Very nice. Um, this was awesome. I think this one's definitely amongst. I don't know. I would probably put this amongst my favorite newest W songs that we've listened to so far. Just was so much fun. I love the dynamics of this song. I think the mix and mastering on the song was just really, really, really good. It feels very strong, and it feels full. So I love that. Vocally, I felt like this is very diverse. I feel like Ren did a fantastic job. I feel like I have not mentioned Aaron at all. Also incredible vocals. Baekyo, of course, delivering as well. But I also love JR's raps as well. I think it was it was integrated very well, and I think the vocals were definitely a strong point in this track as well. Love the chorus. I think the chorus was chef's kiss, super super catchy. I think the vocals have like a dynamicness to them that I really love. But I think this one also does a great job of having like more of a chill or more of a subtle verse section. I feel like the verses were a little bit more smoother, which I like. I think they do this thing where it kind of builds that momentum as the song continues on. You get to the chorus, it kind of comes down a little bit in terms of in terms of energy. Then you get into that next part, it builds again, and then you get up to a higher peak for the chorus. I love that. Another section of the song that I really love is the bridge. I feel like that one was really where like they were able to pop off, added like a little bit extra nuance to the track that I just love bridges and songs. I know shout outs to No Santa for posting a Reddit link in our Discord. But I feel like that is like, and not to throw shade to the person that made that comment, but I do feel like that's like the reason why bridges work so well in songs, right? Like you really have this sort of dynamicism between like the verse, pre-chorus, and chorus, and like that bridge just breaks this song up in such a good way that I'm like, damn, like there was another part of that song that just makes it so much more appealing. And then you get into that final chorus and it's like, wow, it feels like a return to form. It kind of brings everything full circle. And I just felt like, to me, I feel like this is like the true testament of how well equipped or how well written the song is, they're just, if that wasn't there, it would just feel bland, you know? And so I appreciate the fact that there is just such a dynamicism to this song. And I think that's, you know, to me, a very true statement. So I just really love this one a lot. Everybody that is a part of Newest W just did a fantastic job with the song. So really, really, really vibing with this one. So Gunky says, I like this one a lot more than the last one. Fair enough. Fair enough. I agree. Jazz says, full shade. I'd never recommend, never take music recommendation from them. Awful take. That's fair. Listen, justified. I get it, you know? But very, very cool. We're going to keep it moving. The next thing we've got is, it looks like we're back to Newest, which is cool. This one is Bet. So let's check it out. All right, we're riffing.
위험해 넌 내게서 출구 없는 통로잖아 굳이 이게 사랑이라면 너에게 중독되어도 좋아 yeah yeah When you say that you want me 깊게 숨을 들이마셔 우리 사이 넘어서고 담을 넘어 후회할지 몰라 난 준비돼 있어 너를 포기할 수 없어 시간이 갈수록 너를 원해 baby 네가 있어야 할 곳은 여기니까 욕심이 또 자라 나의 꿈에 갇힌데도 내 선택은 바꿀 거야 You got my back 나를 걸어볼래 넌 사랑하지 않아도 돼 이 기회가 나에게 한 번일지 몰라 날 놓치고 나면 후회할지 몰라 Bad bad love for you Bad bad love for you You got my back 나를 걸어볼래 날 사랑하지 않아도 돼 Yeah 거짓말이야 맘에도 없는 소리 사랑하지 않아도 돼 어찌되든 내 눈동자에 넌 나의 답이고 난 직진이고 일렁이는 거친 파도 속에 숨은 아틀란티스 계속 바라게 내 감정 하나도 안 중요해 오직 널 집중해 alright Stay with me 내게만 눌러줘 baby stay with me 시간이 갈수록 너를 원해 baby 네가 있어야 할 곳은 여기니까 욕심이 또 자라 나의 꿈에 갇힌데도 내 선택은 바꿀 거야 You got my back 나를 걸어볼래 넌 날 사랑하지 않아도 돼이 기회가 나에게 한 번일지 몰라 날 놓치고 나면 후회할지 몰라 Bad bad love for you Bad bad love for you You got my back 나를 걸어볼래 날 사랑하지 않아도 돼또 다시 헤매다 제자리 찾아도 결국 여길지 몰라 수천 개의 하늘을 돌아서 결국 넌 나에게로 와 You got my back 나를 걸어볼래 넌 사랑하지 않아도 돼이 기회가 나에게 한 번일지 몰라 날 놓치고 나면 후회할지 몰라 Bad bad love for you Bad bad love for you You got my back 나를 걸어볼래 날 사랑하지 않아도 돼
Oh. Some lore. Very Matrix.
I'm fine 너라서 난 I'm fine 사소한 숨을 쉼도 happier It's a miracle 영원히 있을 나를 지킬 종족의 세상 더는 아픔이 없을 세상 오늘 눈앞에 펼쳐진 여기가
That had to have been a. I feel like that had to have been another song, if I had to guess. But very nice. This was newest bet. Very nice. Very nice. Sally says bet was the first newest song I heard. Very nice. And Sally says yes, it was another song. Okay, cool. I figured. I was like, wow, this seems very short for. I was like, wow, they really extended this song out. It's completely different, but very nice. Okay, cool. I locked it in. We'd love to see it. All right, cool. This was awesome. I feel like this one is a return to form. Obviously, everybody's back in the group, which is cool. This is awesome. You came at a good time. I feel like, Sally, for newest, because this is a banger song. I think this is so good. The hooks in the song were great. There's a lot of moments where I was like, damn, like the like riffs vocally, especially at the beginning. I was like, man, they're gonna go nuts, because I feel like if you start off a song with just doing some vocal riffing, it's just like, okay, now it just feels like you're flexing, and I respect that a ton. But like, I kind of expect you to go off, and they absolutely did it. So love to see it. Uni says, I really like that one, especially the whistly part. I agree. The whistle, I feel like, I don't know, whistles just hit. Whistly parts in songs, I feel like in certain K-pop songs just hit. There's just something special about that. I don't know why. Like, it just scratches the itch, certainly. But I felt like this was so good. All the vocal sections between Aaron, Baekhyun, Minhyun, and Ren, I think they all sounded incredible. I don't even know if I could pick a favorite. I feel like mentally my brain is gonna say Baekhyun, just because like he was doing like some of those great, like, really like full chest vocal moments in this song, and I was just like, damn, I really like his vocals. But I also really love Ren. I think he's got fantastic vocals as well too. And obviously seeing Minhyun in this group as well again was just like, it's almost as if he had never left and gone to a different group for the time being. It just was so much fun. JR section was also really damn good. Probably my second favorite rap section from him today. So I definitely love that. But this one was so catchy. I was just like, damn, I was just feeling the vibes. It was just a good song. And definitely one of my favorites from newest, for sure. I feel like that goes without saying, certainly. So very cool. Very cool. Again, great starting point. If this is your starting point for newest, then I get it, because this was fantastic. So all right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving. The next one we've got is Talk About Love. So let's check it out.
Let's talk about love. Oh, every day. Talk about love. Oh, every day. Let's talk about you. Love issue. 다른 사람 말고 Only you. 오르막길이던 내 하루에 전화 걸어서 밥 먹었니? 어디서 뭐 하는지 걱정해주는 나의 너. 싸우고 태워도 안아주면 우습게 무심코 던진 말 내 맘에 스트라이크 됐어. 모든 게 다 변해 또 나는 너만 원해. 나의 매일매일 스케줄 중. Let's talk about love. Oh, every day. Talk about love. Oh, every day. 너의 나 매. 나의 너 매. Let's talk about love. Oh, every day. 너와 함께 like 신발끈. Our love is 풀리지 않을 듯. 발 맞춰 걸으면서 Let's talk about love. Oh, every day. 시작해보자 우리 얘기. 내가 느낀 사랑이 똑같이 느껴지는지 궁금해 너의 마음이. 질문을 던지는 난 순간 콩닥거리는 심장. 알고
알고 싶어졌을 땐 뭐든지 물어봐 내 전부를 내게 맞출게 걱정은 하지마
모든 게 다 변해 또 나는 너만 원해 나의 매일매일 스케줄 중
Let's talk about love Oh everyday talk about love Oh everyday 너희 나 매일 나의 너 매일 Let's talk about love Oh everyday 너와 함께 날 신발끈 Our love is 풀리지 않을 듯
발 맞춰 걸으면서
Let's talk about love Oh everyday
바람 부는 저녁에서 내밀어줘 너의 손 잡고서 옆에 걸으면 이 순간이 멈췄으면
Let's talk about love Oh everyday Let's talk about love Oh everyday 너희 나 매일 나의 너 매일 Let's talk about love Oh everyday 너와 함께 날 신발끈 Our love is 풀리지 않을 듯
발 맞춰 걸으면서
Let's talk about love Oh everyday
All right, very nice. This was newest Talk About Love. If you're hanging out, thank you for hanging. Sally says, "Oh, and this is a B-side from the album Bet Bet is on." Very nice, very nice. I feel like for me, I was very curious because that intro part of the song, I was like, you know, like I was like, that's a little interesting, like the very like filterized like voice beginning part of the song. I thought that was interesting. I will say that the chorus of the song is so damn catchy. I think I'm gonna be like thinking about like that talk about love every day. Like I'm gonna be thinking that hook is gonna be enlodged in my brain somewhere now for forever. Because I think it's just so it's yeah, it's gonna be lodged in my brain somewhere. But I really, really enjoyed that part, and I think it only got better and better as the song progressed. The bridge section of the song was incredible. I loved the just them like trading off vocals. I thought that was really, really, really sick. But yeah, I thought the song was very good. I can understand potentially like I don't know if this is like one of their like the B-side that is most recommended in this album, but I can understand why it would be because it's really catchy. The vocals are extremely good, which I would expect nothing less from newest, but yeah, I thought this one was rad. This was a good one. For sure, especially for a B-side, certainly. So Jazz says I wasn't sure about this one at first, but then it brought me in. Fair enough. I could see that. I could see how it could be maybe like a little off, you know. Sally says that's their fandom name on the card. By the way, very nice, very nice. And Uni says Taco Bell. Oh my god, that's awesome. I love that. You could have put Taco Bell, love. You know, you could have. You know, we could have moved moved the needle around a little bit. That's cool. Anyway, very nice, very nice. Love the jokes, but. All right. Well, we're going to keep it moving. The next one we've got is Love Me. So we talked about love. Now they're going to love us. So that's kind of sick. Let's check it out.
말하지 않아도 널 느낄 수 있어 굳이 어려운 말로 풀지 않아도 돼 너의 깊은 비밀도 네가 원하는 것도 한꺼풀 벗기면 기적이 일어날 내게 더 가까이 지금 너만
여기 거린 우리밖에 없어 너와 춤추고 싶어
지금처럼만 너가 미치면 돼내 손을 잡아 너를 보여줘 지금과 다른 걸 알고 싶다면 Love, love, love me, love me, love me, love me, love me
love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, love me. 완벽하기 전에 우린 대위대로 멈추지 마 너와 난 make it right. 느껴보지 못했다면 날 확인해 좀 다를 거야. 오늘과 내일에 난 다를 테니까 믿고 따라와줘도 돼 baby. 내게 더 가까이 지금 on my mind. 텅빈 거리는 우리밖에여서 너와 춤추고 싶어. 지금처럼만 공감해지면 돼. 내 손을 잡아 너를 보여줘. 지금과 다른 널 알고 싶다면 Love, love, love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, love, love, love me. Love, love, love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, love, love, love me. 완벽하기 전에 우린 대위대로 멈추지 마 너와 난 make it right. Click, click, click 우리 둘 다 좋아하는 노래를 틀어 이 밤이 새도록 free on. 나의 모든 영감이 돼줘. 난 너의 진짜 모습을 볼게. 나나나나나나나나나. Love me, love, love, love me, love me, love me, love me, love me, love, love, love me, love, love, love me.
Nice descending riff. Cool. Hey. Very nice. All right. That was newest Love Me. Very cool. Very cool. Gagi says no more taco love. That is true. No more taco love. This one was rad. Definitely a dance pop hit for sure. I was curious on how they were gonna do the love me part. But I really liked it. I thought it was extremely catchy. I think it more catchy than I thought it was going to be, but loved it nonetheless. No pun intended. Man, the song was really cool. I think what I noticed about this song that I liked a lot was the instrumentation. Like the synth choice in this was really cool. I loved a lot of like the arpeggiated synth sections, and like it felt a lot more dynamic from the like instrumental standpoint, which I thought was cool. There's a lot of cool like descending melodies in the song. It just felt very very strong electronic presence to the song. So I really appreciate that. I feel like the vocals were solid. I definitely enjoy them. But I do feel like they kind of take a little bit of a backseat to the instrumentation, because I was just enjoying like a lot of like the synth riffing and stuff like that. But I think this is like one of those songs that, again, I've never seen Newest live, and I probably will never see them, unfortunately, unless they have like a comeback or something. But I do feel like this song would just do super, super well live. Like it just has that kind of like live energy to it, like getting the crowd engaged. It's very easy to sing along with them on the chorus as well. So I think this one definitely has more of a crowd engagement feel to it than I think like a song. Like, and that's not to say that it's not a good song, certainly, but I feel like the engagement level will be much higher in terms of a live setting versus maybe just listening. But I really enjoyed this nonetheless. But I, again, imagine this one would have popped off live, certainly. So definitely was a good vibe for sure. I feel like this would work well on like a gym playlist, certainly. Like, you know what I mean? It gets you pumped up, you know? I feel like I could jam along to this song at the gym, certainly. So very nice, very nice. All right. Well, we're keeping it moving. The next newest song we have is I'm in Trouble. So let's check it out.
말은 소리 모두 뮤트해 안 듣기로 해 보통과 다른 너와 너보다 더 변해 수많은 question waterfall 또 다른 answer waterfall oh, yeah, yeah. 지금 우리처럼 시간도 변하고 있어 매일매일 하루 멈춰도 원망할 생각 없어 하나도 이 밤에 서로를 figure out 감정을 모아만 yeah, yeah. 조금씩 가까워질 때에 넌 날 것 없이 밀어내고 끌어안아 So baby oh oh I'm in trouble oh I'm in trouble 비밀을 만들고 싶어졌어 oh I'm in trouble oh I'm in trouble So baby ooh 날부터 우리 서로를 부를 때 기대가 되지 스치듯 뱉는 말도 나를 미치게 넌 Ooh yeah Oh I'm in trouble Oh I'm in trouble yeah Oh I'm in trouble Oh I'm in trouble yeah Oh I'm in trouble Oh I'm in trouble yeah 스치듯 뱉는 말도 나를 미치게 넌 Ooh yeah 오늘 밤 지나 내일이 돼서 널 그리워하는 실수는 싫어 너는 내밤 Oh my 내 감정의 이유 천 가지도 넘을 거야 내 머리 너로 가득 차있어 조금씩 가까워질 때넌 알 것 없이 밀어내고 끌어안아 So baby ooh oh I'm in trouble oh I'm in trouble 비밀을 만들고 싶어졌어 Oh I'm in trouble oh I'm in trouble So baby ooh 내일부터 우리 서로를 부를 때 기대가 되지 스치듯 뱉는 말도 나를 미치게 넌 I got you on my mind I got you on my mind I got you on my mind Ooh I got you on my mind 너의 친구들이 내가 누구냐고 물어봤으면 해 Ooh yeah Oh I'm in trouble Oh I'm in trouble yeah Oh I'm in trouble Oh I'm in trouble yeah Oh I'm in trouble Oh I'm in trouble yeah 스치듯 뱉는 말도 나를 미치게 넌 Ooh yeah
Ooh, did not want to do that. Okay, cool. All right. This was newest. I'm in trouble. Very nice. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Jazz says so good. I would also agree. I enjoyed this one. I enjoyed this one a fair bit. Um, this one was really interesting from having a song that I think my commentary was like, oh, the instrumentals are crazy and like, you know, I was focusing more on like the instrumentation than the vocals. I feel like this one's the exact opposite where like the instrumentation is very good and it is, I feel like, a part of the song certainly, but the vocals in the song were also really cool and I think they pair well in tandem together. Like that really cool kind of like guitar riff section, like that da 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 da, and I like think the vocals do a great job of not only following that guitar melody but also kind of branching off and doing other vocal parts in the song to kind of like amplify and make it bigger. So I appreciate that. Um I loved a lot of the ensemble vocals. I think this one definitely was a little bit more heavier handed on that. And I think it's good because like the rest of the track really, like instrumentally speaking, doesn't have too much other than like that guitar riff and like a little bit of bass, a little drumming. But I think it is very, I don't know, it's very minimal in terms of the vocal structure. And I think they really took a lot of time to try to figure out how to like layer things in, how to mix everybody's kind of different vocal tendencies in the track into this song. So I love that. There are some different moments where I liked like Minhyun's vocals and like Aaron's vocals. And then JR did a great job with like the rapping section as well. So there's a lot of cool moments where I think they kind of shifted the like tonality of the song and the way that it kind of moves throughout, and I really appreciate that. I definitely think it's a very solid song. I don't know where I would place this at. I feel like I would want to definitely give it more listens, but I don't know. I don't know where it would sit in terms of my favorites that I've heard from newest so far. So I'll have to come back to this one. But we're gonna keep it moving. The next one on the list here we have is Inside Out. So let's check that one out.
You're the one that I want, eh, 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 the one that I need, eh, 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 the one I'll be free, eh, eh, eh. You're the one that I want, eh, 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 the one that I need, eh, 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 the one I'll be free, eh, eh, eh. Ay. 다른 사랑할 수 있어 난 아무렇지 않았다. Oh, I say 망가져본 거야. You know okay. 봤어 나 stereotype 이별의 prototype. 나에게 너만이 mistake. Ooh, I'm gonna run. 이런 모든 사이에 주고받는 아이들 조금만 지나면 익숙해지겠지. 이런 나를 네가 찾아봤으면 해. 네가 없는 내 하루의 끝에서 너의 생일을 비밀번호로 누르고 들어와서 문을 닫았을 때 다 무너지는 guardrail. 내 마음은 자꾸 너에게 달려가. 더 깊어지는 love 내 마음은 계속 clipping. 멈추지 못해 난 너에게로 가. You're the one that I want, eh, 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 the one that I need, eh, 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 don't wanna be free, eh, eh, eh. 너에게 달려가. You're the one that I want, eh, 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 the one that I need, eh, 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 don't wanna be free, eh, eh, eh. 너에게 달려가, babe. 수많은 표정 남은 건 하나인 듯해. 떨리는 입술 웃는 모습이 어색해. 잠깐 지금 무슨 감정이지? 널 재우려 발버둥 쳐도 한없이 부서질 것 같아. 너의 생일을 비밀번호로 누르고 들어와서 집 문을 닫았을 때 다 무너지는 guardrail. 내 마음은 자꾸 너에게 달려가. 더 깊어지는 love 내 마음은 계속 creeping. 멈추지 못해 난 너에게로 가. You're the one that I want, eh, 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 the one that I need, eh, 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 the one I'll be free, eh, eh, eh. 너에게 달려가. You're the one that I want, eh, 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 the one that I need, eh, 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 the one I'll be free, eh, eh, eh. 너에게 달려가, babe. 우리가 춤추던 이 거리가 싫어. 사실은 너 없는 나 혼자. 이 밤이 끝나기 전에 너에게 달려가. 눈을 마주보고서 yeah. 아직도 나는 너야. 내 발을 끌어당겨. 끝없는 시간으로 날 안아줘. 내 맘은 이미 creeping. Baby you got me so crazy. 매일 꿈에서 보던 scenario. You're the one that I want, eh, 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 the one that I need, eh, 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 don't wanna be free, eh, eh, eh. 나에게 너뿐이야, babe.
Ooh. All right, all right, all right. Very nice. All right, this was newest Inside Out. Very cool, very cool. Uh Sally says you can really see how buff Baekgyo is in the video. He's looking built, I can say for sure. I like this song a lot. First of all, extremely catchy song. I feel like newest so far has had a very catchy catalog of music. So I have to give not only I feel like newest as a group, but also whoever they have gone with production wise and like writing wise. I think they've done a really great job of making their songs consistently catchy, which is I feel like very hard to do. So they did a great job. This song, I think the chorus specifically is like really, really good. I think it's got like that infectious feeling to it. I kind of like the little bit of like the vocal. I don't know if it's necessarily like vocal stuttering, but just like the way that they kind of use the cadence of the song to kind of space out the lyricism in the song in a really convincing way. I think that's probably why it has like such a good hold on me just because of maybe like the way that the staccato of the song is matches up with like the staccato-ness of the lyricism. I think that's really cool. Um as well as that, I think the vocals in this group are just incredible. Like this one, I think kind of I would say more so is leaning more towards how well their vocals are in this track. I feel like JR did a great job in this song, and that's not to discredit him at all. But I felt like the vocals in this one were just super strong. Like Baekyo, of course, in this song, in my opinion, was the one that was stand out to me. Probably followed by I've been really noticing a lot of Ren's vocals, and I've liked his tonality, so definitely love that. But I think this one kind of across the board was really good on a vocal standpoint. But yeah, extremely catchy, really good riffs. I also loved a lot of the synth choice in this song. I feel like it was really dynamic and really punchy, and I think it obviously meshes well with that kind of dancey feel of the track as well. So really enjoyed this one. I think like newest, especially for like the latter half of songs that we've been listening to in their catalog, and we'll be getting into some solo stuff from newest as well, has just been really, really good. So I would probably put this amongst my favorites as well. It's just really good, catchy beat, fun song. And I feel like they just do it the way that I feel like newest would do it. So very nice. Uni said definitely one of my favorites so far. Hey, let's go. So very nice. We're gonna keep it moving though. It looks like I don't know what song this is, but it potentially is the last newest song from what I could tell. So let's check it out.
시간이 지난다면 괜찮을까요? 계절은 추억이 되어 쌓이겠죠. 사랑이란 건 기다림조차도 나를 채워가죠. 기억의 설렘 차오르듯 찬란한 우리 둘의 시간을 끌어안고 내딛는 우리 걸음가는 저기들이 오면 나도 모를 사이에 못 참을 만큼 네가 그리워서 보고 싶으면 그때 난 어떡해 보고 싶은 날 혼잣말 계절의 바람 그 위로 발자국처럼 만나서 보고 싶은 날 언젠가 우리 다시 만나보면 널 품는다 우리의 꿈이 여전하게 세상이 모두 변해도 나는 변하지 않을 수 없어 우리 모두 지난 사물이 되면 그곳에 서 있을게 다시 봄이 찾아오면 사랑을 알게 되면 아픔이 더 커진다는 말을 믿지 않아 우리의 정원에 가득 피어난 봄꽃잎처럼 나도 모를 사이에 못 참을 만큼 네가 그리워서 보고 싶으면 그때 난 어떡해 보고 싶은 말 혼잣말 계절의 바람 그 위로 발자국처럼 만나서 보고 싶은 날 언젠가 우리 다시 만나보면 널 품는다 시간 속에 매달리다 어디로 가도 멀어질까봐 더욱더 겁나
Man, that was good. All right. This was newest, and it looks like the English title for the song is Again. And Sally said it is their disbandment song. And they disbanded on their 10th anniversary. Oh, that's so sad. Oh. Gangi says, I really like this. I also agree. Um, I feel like for me, with disbandment songs, like, I do like them a lot. But I feel like to me, like, disbandment songs are always an interesting thing that I feel like we talk about briefly on this show, but especially for certain groups. But I feel that disbandment songs, at least for me, is like, because a lot of the times I'm kind of like, I don't want to say speed running groups, but there's a lot of times where I'm really trying to, like, notate and listen to everything that the group has to offer. And listening to disbandment songs are great. I feel like it is just a fun musical approach that I feel like they did a great job with. However, I feel that I don't have as much connection to this song as I feel as though people who have been fans of Newest for, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, you know what I mean? Like, I think for them, it's like, this is such a monumental song, and obviously a sad one, of course, because a group is closing out their time of making music. And so I think I kind of reflect on it from the passage of, like, if this is a group that I love, I feel like this is such a great send off to, what they have done as a group, right? And I think that it often makes me kind of reflect on, how long that they've made music for. No, Santa says, yeah, 10 years is still a good amount of time. Like, I still feel like that's such a monumental thing in terms of, like, I kind of reflected on it in the sense of, like, if that were me and I have been listening to this group or, like, band for such a long time, I think it makes me think of a lot of the fond memories that I associate with this group or that I associate with a band, right? And, like, to me, it's like, it's not really a goodbye, but it's just kind of like a see you later kind of energy, And so I think to me, it's always really special to kind of hear these songs in the context and, obviously go back and read some comments that people have about Newest, and so I think it, it shows how much of an impact that music can have on people, despite on however much time that they have contracts wise or whatever, and I think to me, it's really important. And I think it's just a cool thing that music has such a profound, hold on some people. I would say a majority, probably the people that are watching these videos, and so it is really cool. And, I think it just makes you think about how, how artistry impacts people. And so it's such a cool thing. And obviously I hope the best for all the members of Newest, whether they are still making music, which we'll be checking out some solo stuff in just a moment. Or if not, I hope that they have spent their time and are able to do the things that they'd like to do now post contract. So, very cool. Shout out to Newest. This was a great song. I feel like I've maybe said my entire piece about the song, but the song was really beautifully written. I think the lyricism was gorgeous as well. Obviously paying a lot of love to the fandom, which is incredible to see. So yeah, I enjoyed this one. This was a vibe. Certainly. So, all right. Well, we're going to keep it moving. The next one we have is Baekhyun's No Rules. So we're getting into the solo stuff right now. So curious how that differentiates, but let's check it out. Oh, wait, sorry. Sally said, so Minhyun is still under Pledis, and I think Baekhyun left Pledis earlier this year. Oh, wow. Okay. Very interesting. All right. Let's keep it going.
모두 숨을 죽인 채 우리 바다는 like 좀 마치는 너처럼 네 얼굴에 두 눈을 맞춰 돌아갈 수 없게 이것을 뒤에 say you like you to you. Ooh, baby, 너의 최후 속에 닮은 저야. 지금부터 난 ooh, baby, 영원한 fantasy is you. I want you, need you. 손을 잡아 당겨줘 너의 온도를 계속 느낄 수 있게. Need you. I wanna get 달린 차야. 아무도 모르게 우리 술만 모금 서로 나눠 마시고 작은 눈 감고서 물 쏟고 들어가자. 아무 소리 나지 않는 곳에 넌 by my side. Let me be your one desire. 내 호기심 난 채울 수 있어. I wanna dive into you. Oh my gosh. Ooh, baby, 너의 최후 속에 닮은 저야. 지금부터 난 ooh, baby, 영원한 fantasy is you. I want you, need you. 손을 잡아 당겨줘 너의 온도를 계속 느낄 수 있게. Need you. I wanna get it 달린 차야. 다음에
All right, very cool. This was Baekhyun's No Rules. Very nice, very nice. Sally says you can really tell how buff he is in this video. That's true. Man is ripped. I'll tell you what. I enjoyed this. To be quite frank, I feel like this is what I would have expected Baekhyun to do, and I feel like he nailed it on the head, certainly. Just because I think the way his voice is stylized in the group, I do feel like I felt like this was kind of the operable choice for him vocally, right? Like I could only imagine him doing a song like this where he does do a lot of vocal riffing throughout New EST's discography. So I kind of just expected in his solo stuff he was just gonna kind of do the same thing, but just like on his own. And so I feel like in my head I'm like, we're doing solo stuff, and I'm like, sometimes I feel like artists break off from the atypical, but Baekhyun's like, I'm just gonna do what the people want to hear, and that's what it is. I think this song's great. I love like kind of the whistle motif of the song. I feel like again, whistle motifs are just so good in these types of pop songs. But as well as that, I think his vocals are also incredible. I mean, to be expected, I feel like, because I've been pointing out his vocals a ton. But I loved a lot of his like riffing. Like I like that they were able to kind of give him a little bit of vocal ensemble as well. That was really, really nice. And I think it kind of makes his voice sound a little bit more full. Not that it wasn't already, but I feel like it kind of amplifies that more. I liked the instrumentation of the song. Very clean, very fun, a little funky. But yeah, I enjoyed the song a lot. I definitely feel like, again, what I expected from Baekhyun, I feel like he delivered. So definitely love that. So Kaki says all about the muscle. Well, I mean, some of them do really some of them do shred. So I'm really not surprised, but man is shredded for sure. 100%. But very nice, very nice. We're gonna keep it moving. We have Kim Jong Hyun next. Looks like the song is Lights. So let's keep it moving. Is this JR? I want to say this is maybe JR if I had to guess. Yep. Okay, cool. I was correct. Very nice. All right, let's keep it rolling.
Okay. Yeah. Off the ante.
Time to roll the dice.
희미하게 비친 저 달빛 아래 꿈으로 가득 찬 나만의 workspace
inhale exhale 숨을 크게 들이키고 이곳에서 나를 도해봐 아직 혼자가 익숙진 않지만 내가 호기심으로 누릴 수 없는 걸 잘 알잖아 다채로운 색감의 유니크한 감성에 눈을 떠 있어 brand new day 고민은 이제 그만 내가 무릎 빌어 내 앞에 새롭게 뻗은 이 길이 어디로 가는지 궁금하다면 눈을 들어봐 Dive into my mood hey. 뭐 아니면 또 그냥 심장에 맡겨 Ride into my crowd hey hey 저 speed it up 세상을 크게 흔들어 자유롭게 yeah 어디한테 roll the dice and go Time to go 빛으로 달려가 어디한테 roll the dice Here we go 소리쳐 yeah I'm falling to the light 조건동문 내 옆엔 언제나 네가 있어 내가 외로울 때도 홀로 설 때도 하늘 위 우주 공간 속을 내 맘대로 Space dive I'm alive 넘쳐나네 I inspiration I wanna blaze up 속 붙여 my reputation 할 말이 있으면 해난 말없이 betting on you follow me no more hesitation 고민은 이제 그만 내가 무릎 다 빌어 내 앞에 새롭게 뻗은 이 길이 어디로 가는지 궁금하다면 문을 들어봐 Dive into my mood hey. 뭐 아니면 또 그냥 심장에 맡겨 Ride into my crowd hey hey 저 speed it up 세상을 크게 흔들어 자유롭게 yeah 어디한테 roll the dice and go Time to go 빛으로 달려가 어디한테 roll the dice Here we go 소리쳐 yeah I'm falling to the light Let's say rock up 그리웠어 오랫동안 wait up 매매을 그리웠어 이제 힘껏 달려가 정상으로 Hey hey 난 절대 지치지 않아 You know my prime time is coming up yeah 새로운 세계로 dive
That was cool.
12시가 되면 우리 함께 빛나 두려움 따위 버리고 지금 우리가 빨리 Dive dive into my mood hey. 뭐 아니면 또 그냥 심장에 맡겨 Ride into my crowd hey hey 저 speed it up 세상을 크게 흔들어 자유롭게 yeah 어디한테 roll the dice and go Time to go 빛으로 달려가 어디한테 roll the dice Here we go 소리쳐 yeah I'm falling to the light yeah 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 oh 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 hey hey yeah 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 Here we come 외쳐봐 yeah we're falling to the lights
Oh, nice. Very, very cool. All right. This was JR's Light. If you're hanging out for the newest deep dive, thank you for hanging. This was sick. I definitely like this one a lot. Weirdly enough, and I'm gonna contradict myself a little bit, I think I like this more than Baekhyun's song, which should be a shocker, I feel. But this was so catchy, so much fun. I think like JR, I didn't know what to expect from him in terms of the solo material, but man, he crushed it. Really fun chorus. I think the vocal section in the chorus is really, really catchy. I really thought that like bridge section was like probably the most interesting part of the song. It just felt really dynamically interesting. I like that they switched up like the chord phrasings and stuff. It like felt so different in a good way to the rest of the song, which is like very light, very like bright, a lot of major keys, a lot of major chordage used in that song. But I felt like the bridge was just so dynamically fun and different that I think it made the brightness of like the choruses and stuff feel a little bit brighter. But yeah, I enjoyed this one a lot. I was just vibing out. I was feeling it. I was just like, bobbing my head, having a good time. And I feel like that's, to me, like just defines it differently than what I feel like I would know JR to do in Newest. But I feel like I really enjoyed his solo stuff. So I'll have to check out. I don't know if this is a part of a mini album, but I'll have to give it a listen because I was really vibing with this. This was a good song. I definitely dug this one a ton. So very nice, very nice, very nice. This is a little bit of a shocker, if I'll being honest, but still good. So All right, the next one we've got is Minhyun, and the song is Hidden Side. So let's check it out.
눈이 여긴 순간 망설임은 잠깐 깊이 들여다보려 해 쉽게 헤어날 수 없게 조금 아슬하면 어때 내게 좀 더 닿기 원해 내 속 속으로 번져간 맘 다그칠수록 휘어잡아 긴 점막에 휩싸인 이 밤 숨소리도 울리지 긴장감을 녹여 내 맘 얽힌 네 맘 이건 진실 혹은 거짓 Why don't you know Can you see 유고 없이 너를 사로잡을 타이밍 네 눈에 비친 privacy 다 나로 담아 네 맘에 sing Can you feel 그 백 없이 작은 비틈 하나같이 느낀 대로 채워가도 돼 찾아봐 내 안의 hidden side 남은 입술 위로 가빠진 숨소리 떨리는 눈빛이 더 깊게 속삭여 모든 예상을 앞서가 거리 좁혀가는 너와 나 미묘하게 달라지는 각도마다 넌 또 다른 나를 바라봐 날 삼킬 듯 휘청인 이 밤 네 주위를 맴돌지 경계심을 불어 쏟아지는 네 맘 이건 진실 혹은 거짓 Gotta let you know Can you see 유고 없이 너를 사로잡을 타이밍 네 눈에 비친 privacy 다 나로 담아 네 맘에 sing Can you feel 그 백 없이 작은 비틈 하나같이 느낀 대로 채워가도 돼 찾아봐 내 안의 hidden side 낯설지 않아 네 모든 시선 날 숨길 수 없게도 계속 흔들어 찾아봐 내 안의 hidden side 전부 찾을 것만 같아 눈을 떼지 말아줘 이미 넌 다 알고 있잖아 I can't see 어김없이 내게 사로잡힐 타이밍 난 오직 너의 privacy 멈출 수 없는 우리의 scene You can't see 어질러진 작은 감정 하나같이 놓치지 마 지금 이 순간 느껴봐 내 안의 hidden side 전부 느껴봐 hidden side 내게 빠져들어 you can't see 좀 더 깊이 전부 느껴봐 hidden side 찾아내 안의 hidden side 깊이 빠져들어 you want me 남김없이 전부 가져가 hidden side
Oh, that was a cool cut. That was sick, actually. I dug that. All right. That was Minyun's Hidden Side. Very nice. Sally says Minyun is also a pretty popular actor. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. This one was sick. Also, another one that was extremely catchy. I think the riffs, the like vocal riffing on this song was awesome. I've really enjoyed a lot of Minyun stuff, whether it be in obviously newest as well as 101. But man, his vocals are so good. I feel like I've just noticed that a lot throughout their discography. Is just like, damn, I'm just so captivated by his vocals. But this one, I felt like I didn't know what to expect from Minhyun before, but I felt like this one definitely fits his like stylistic choice. I love his kind of like mid to high range register. It just really kind of floats through this song in a really gorgeous way. The synth choice and like the instrumentation feels very dynamic, very punchy. It's got like a danceableness to it that I really appreciate. And I think just because of the choreography and like the way that the song kind of like hits on a BPM scale is just really fun. The bridge is also very interesting in this song as well too. Like I've noticed that like all of their bridge choices have been very interesting. I would say this one feels the most similar, I guess, to the rest of the song, but like breaks it up in a really nice way too. But damn, I could not talk about how catchy this song is. I think it's just so infectious. And I feel like the way that obviously Minhyun approaches the song is just in a very catchy and very memorable way. So I definitely dug this one a lot. I would probably put this one in my favorites in terms of the soloist material so far. This one was really damn good and really catchy. So very nice, very nice. All right, we're keeping it moving. The next one we've got is Ren, and this one is called "Ready to Move." So let's check it out.
발이 닿는 대로 걸으면 넘어지는 도미노 꽤 빨라진 flow 심장소리 묻히듯이 커지고 숨은 비밀을 찾듯이 모두 잠든 맘 이어진 나의 이야기는 빛을 헤매 작은 위기를 지나친 꿈의 선사는 비었어 앞에 마침내 열릴 next page Just on my next page Oh, oh, oh 환한 빛이 눈을 뜨고 show Oh, oh 우리의 환호성 It's my time to go out 쉼없이 달려 이유 지금부터 I will show my heart 그 무엇도 두려움 따윈 없어 마주할 거야 my world I'm ready to move I'm ready to move We are I'm ready to move I'm ready to move We are I'm ready to move 날 비춰보는 멋진 show window baby ooh 내 몸짓은 slow 이 사이에 나의 무대를 만들고 내가 가는 길 끝까지 무료함 없이 이어진 벅찬 이야기를 써보려 해 가득 쌓여온 바람이 앞에 현실로 비었어 이제 힘차게 열린 next page Oh, oh, oh 바를 때 난 한 걸음 더 just go Oh, oh 날 따라 너도 come It's my time to go out 쉼없이 달려 이유 지금부터 I will show my heart 그 무엇도 두려움 따윈 없어 마주할 거야 my world I'm ready to move I'm ready to move We are I'm ready to move I'm ready to move We are I'm ready to move Oh 한 걸음 더 날 따라 너도 come It's my time to go out 쉼없이 달려 이유 지금부터 I will show my heart 그 무엇도 망설일 이유는 없어 마주할 거야 new world I'm ready to move I'm ready to move We are I'm ready to move I'm ready to move We are I'm ready to move
Damn. I just want to say this was Ren's Ready to Move first and foremost. I don't know what type of budget they gave this man, but holy shit. they really went all out for this dude. That's crazy. I respect it cuz it was an insanely done music video, but like I was like holy shit, like first part of the MV, I was like, okay, it's not too bad, you know. He's like renting a Jeep, like driving on the beach, you know. It's not too bad, but like when you got like a whole building, they're all like shooting off fireworks, like the shots were crazy. I can't imagine. I would only imagine the budget on this one, but this one probably it's more current, so 2 years ago. So, I enjoyed this one a lot. It's got a very dancey feel to it. Definitely has like a little bit of nostalgia to it. I feel like it's kind of in that sort of, and I know people hate me saying this all this time, but like it's definitely got that kind of like like the Dua Lipa effect. You know what I mean? Like I do feel like it's definitely got that like danceable like 80s pop, like funk pop sort of feel to it that um was popular back then and probably still popular now. Um but I really liked it. I think Ren's voice is so sweet. And I think he really kind of shines in a type of song like this. So I definitely love his voice a ton. I will say the chorus is also really infectious in this song. I definitely really enjoyed that a ton. Um, I don't know. I think there is a danceability to this song, and I really do like it overall. I think the only thing that I think I would have added or maybe changed about the song is like, I would have loved for him, especially like in this frame, like, the ending frame of the song. I would have loved for him to pop off vocally. I feel like that would have really kind of just like hit so much more. You know what I mean? Like you've got all this crazy effects going on, like the fireworks, like the cameras, like the drone shots. Like if he popped off vocally in that section, I think it would have just hammered it home. You know what I mean? Like the visuals would have popped with the vocals. I think that's probably the only misstep that I think personally would have been great in the song. Just because I think, again, it would have just put the exclamation at the end of the sentence, and I think it would have made the song seem more, I don't know, more dynamic. I think that's probably the only other thing I could mention. But otherwise, I really enjoyed it. Very catchy. I probably would go and listen to this one again 100%. But yeah, I think if there was a pop off moment towards the end of the song, I think that would have punched it up a few notches in my head. So, but otherwise, very good song. So we're gonna keep it moving. The next one we got is another Baekhyun song, and this looks to be a performance video. So let's check it out.
문이 열리고 심장이 내려앉지 눈이 마주친 뿐 터져야 당연하지 너의 두 눈 속은 왜날 비추고 있는데 Like ooh 뜨거운 시선 사람들 사이 둘만 한 사이 정신없이 돌아간 나의 눈이 너도 알지 지금부터 시작이니까 Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah 서로 주고받는 사이 문이 닫히네 That's right, 꽉 차버린 옆길 우리가 믿게 저처럼 심찬 소리에 옆 사람도 놀라게 I want it 지금 당장 너 뭘 원해 아무 소리 없이 막힐 듯 주고받네 사람들 사이 둘만 아는 사이 정신없이 돌아간 나의 눈이 너도 알지 지금부터 시작이니까 Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah 서로 주고받는 사이 문이 닫히네 That's right,
Damn. All right. That was Baekhyun's. I'm going to try to translate this in a really shitty way. It looks like Elevator might be the song name. So if it is not, sorry. Oh, this was very interesting. I think Uni took the words right out of my mouth. As soon as the song started playing, I was like, wow, this feels very like JY Poppy coded, you know? Like media thought. And I was like kind of thrown back because I was like, this is not what I would have expected from Baekhyun. So I feel like shock factor was through the roof. But yeah, I like I said, I feel like it is very of that era. I think just because again, like that really like typical like drum pattern that you would hear in like a lot of like 80s pop music. Like the horns, I feel like would be in that same sort of catalog as well. But I thought it was very good. I think if anything, I think this kind of does a great job of showing off like the performance aspect of it, but also the song. Again, not what I would expect him to do whatsoever, but I think his vocals sit through it pretty well. I also liked the choreography as well. I think it was very dynamic, very fun, very like eye catching in that aspect. But yeah, overall, I thought it was very solid. Like I said, I don't have any negative comments about it. I do feel like again, it is very much of that stylization, and I think he did a really good job of performing it, certainly. But I definitely wouldn't put this amongst my favorite Baekhyun songs, but it was solid nonetheless. So I think he performed it great. His team that he was doing the choreography with did a fantastic job as well too. So very nice. Sally did say that the song is Elevator. Very nice. Guggy says, LOL, JY Poppy. He will never not be in our conversation at some point. So gotta show him the love. Jazz says, back when he was promoting this, he'd literally stand outside an elevator and start dancing when the doors opened. Oh my god, that's insane. That's actually really funny. I love that. If y'all have a clip, send it in Discord. That'd be awesome. Sally says he had a few more solo songs, I think, but they don't have MVs. That's fair. So, wow, that is quite the way to get your song out there, I think. So, I just imagine like someone like coming down from the elevator and then Baekhyun's just doing like his dance thing, and you're just like, what the fuck is this? You know, like not in a bad way. I don't want to say like it is in a rude way, but just like I feel like in my head I'd be like, well, why is this guy dancing outside of an elevator? You know, like has he gone crazy? You know, so no offense to Baekhyun, if you're watching this, apologies. No offense taken here. So, all right. Well, we're keeping it moving. We've got another JR song. I'm stoked. Oh wait, excuse me. We are not doing JR. We're doing another Baekhyun song. This one is What Are We? So we have two Baekhyun songs back to back. So let's check this one out. Oh yeah, Park Ji-won from this. Let's go.
When I'm so lonely, 너의 번호를 누르며 I lose control.
From this mentioned, love it.
So 대화를 이어갈수록 널 더는 못 참겠어.
기다렸다고 말은 못하고
오늘 이 밤은 쭉 그래 우리도 예쁜 울리는 전화 뒤집어 놓자 비밀이 늘수록 달콤한다 보통 연애와 비슷하지만 Say baby what are we baby what are we La 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 우리 사이 묻고쳐 나쁜 버릇처럼 남들라는 건 싹 다 하는데 둘이 찍은 사진 하나 없지 근데 요즘엔 너의 통화가 누군지 좀 궁금해져.
이난 어려운 생각은 지금 안 할래. 제발 우리는 서로에게 갈수록 다급해. 내 마음이 가는 대로 하는 게 잘못은 아니고 싶어.
울리는 전화 뒤집어 놓자. 비밀이 늘수록 달콤한 밤. 보통 연애와 비슷하지만 Say baby what are we, baby what are we. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. 우리 사이
묻고쳐 나쁜 버릇처럼
어시한 밤에 이렇게 끝나면 언제 다시 볼 수 있을지 몰라.
커져가는
맘을 어떡해. Oh yeah.
trouble but I love this game.
처음부터 엔딩이 정해진 채 비밀이 날수록 위험한 너. Say baby what are we, baby what are we. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. 우리 사이 못 고쳐 나쁜 버릇처럼.
Oh, very sweet. Oh, we're not getting into JR yet. Okay, very nice, very nice. I gotta go back because. Okay, very nice, very nice. This was What Are We, and this was Baekgyo as well as Park Jiwon from Miss Nine. Very nice, very nice. Sally says, fun fact, Baekgyo helped write Fromiss's song DKDK. Hey, let's go. I did not know that. That's cool. I love that. Great song. This was awesome. I definitely like this one a lot. I was kind of surprised and I'm not actually, I guess I'm not as surprised, but I love that he's using more of the mid-range tone in his vocals with this, just because I feel like Jiwon has such a high, obviously a higher register, higher threshold for her vocals. But I do feel like it was a really cool complementary thing where I think they did a lot of great harmonies together. I think their melody choice was really cool. I love that kind of Jiwon does like some of that bright top end of the song. She really gets up there in that register, but then as well as that, I feel like Baekgyo adds like this kind of like neutralness to like that mid-range tone that's really complementary to her vocals. I also like that he did a little bit of like that vocal pop-off moment in that bridge section of the song. I thought that was really incredible. And add a little bit of like that dynamic of his vocals in there, and then followed by that like really beautiful harmony section after that part of the song. I thought that was incredible. But their voices fit super well together. I hope that they get to collaborate again on like another song, because I think they worked so well together. So would appreciate if that were to happen again. If it doesn't, of course that would suck. But I think their voices really pair well together. So hopefully, fingers crossed, more from them together in the future. But really enjoyed it a lot. That was really great. So Gogi says this was a really great song. Very nice. I also agree. So all right. Well, we are actually going to get into JR. This one is Motto. So let's check it out.
That's my mom. 바로 지금 이 방을 다시 만들고 있어. That's my mom. 마치 춤춘 대본 세상 내 무대. Take my ball. 남기고픈 몸은 또래 너무 boring. That's my motto. Yeah, yeah, that's my motto. Yeah, 나는 나를 위해 떠오르는 거. Yeah, that's my motto. 나는 나를 위해 불러주는 송. Yeah, that's my motto. 매일이 내게 물려 like a 버릇고 언제나 웃어. That's my motto. Yeah, yeah, that's my motto. The sunshine 내가 반짝 설탕 뿌린 sweet life 내 발걸음 수익력이야 탭댄 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 like that yellow brick road 새롭게 낯선 길로 넘치는 자신감으로 미소 띄운 채로 like boom 흥미진진 boom 내가 손대면 다 boom 그게 내가 만든 rule yeah yeah That's my MOTTO 잔뜩 비에 젖어도 나는 그 끝에 뜰 무지개를 찾아낸다고 That's my motto 바로 지금 이 밖을 다시 나는 고레이시 That's my motto 마치 춤춘 대범 세상 나의 무대 Take my pro 남기고픈 몸은 또 rain no more parade That's my motto yeah yeah that's my motto yeah 나는 나를 위해 떠오르는 것 Yeah that's my motto 나는 나를 위해 불러주는 song Yeah that's my motto 이 내게 불려 like a current 언제나 웃어 That's my motto yeah yeah that's my motto hippie-ya hippie-yeah 맘껏 let it grow into the daylight Feel supersonic 가능성은 무한해 안 된단 말은 그냥 웃어 넘긴 채 Go like a 죽을 막힘 없이 pass 미루지 마담은 몰라 한 번뿐인 good chance 아무도 막지 못해 넌 이만 put on the brakes 멋지게 손짓지 for better days That's my MOTTO 회색 그림자처럼 그저 남들 뒤를 따라가고 싶진 않다고 That's my motto 바로 지금 이 밖을 다시 나는 고레이시 That's my motto 마치 춤춘 대범 세상 나의 무대 Take my pro 남기고픈 몸은 또 rain no more parade That's my motto yeah yeah that's my motto yeah 내 위한 세계는 더 넓어지는 중 Yeah that's my motto 나를 넘어 to the universe Yeah that's my motto 이 내게 물려 like a current 언제나 웃어 That's my motto yeah yeah that's my motto You know it's no better 원하는 대로 go tic-tac 1분 1초를 즐겨 뭐를 모든 맘 먹은 대로 That's my motto yeah yeah that's my motto yeah
Oh, yeah, let's go. All right, that was JR's motto. If you're hanging out for the newest deep dive, thank you. Let's see what we got. Jazz says so many cute dogs. I would agree. Very cute dogs. We love it. Googie says not a fan of this one. I kind of figured. I enjoyed this a lot. This was so much fun. I love that kind of like boombastic sort of songs. I don't know. I just think like I also appreciate it because like I'm listening to it through my headphones. And I just feel like the dynamicism of the bass is so much fun. But I love that kind of like more club beat type energy of the song. I could understand this song maybe being a little bit repetitious, because I can, the song definitely has a repetitive nature to it. Not only I think from the lyricism aspect, but also I feel like the, some of the instrumentation. But I don't know. I just feel like these songs always stick really well to me. I genuinely don't know why. I think it's just because I just love like the upbeat, like major key tones and just having like that really dynamic bass. I think is just so much fun. But I feel like this is like the I don't know, for me personally, I feel like it's that type of song where like it's just like it's like kind of plain that it's just like really catchy. I don't know, there's just something about like the song itself that isn't like the most out of the box type song, but just is like so like it just beats the like the song itself just kind of beats itself into your brain, and you're just like, I just can't help but like it, but I don't know why. So I feel like this one is definitely one of those ones. I feel like between the two JR songs, I think I may like the first one a little bit better, but this one is not nearly as bad, and I probably put this pretty close second in my opinion. So Uni says I wasn't sold at first, but towards the end I was like starting to get into it. That's fair. I feel that too. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. It's a good vibe. Is it my favorite JR song? No, but is it a fun vibe? 100% in my opinion. So very nice. All right, we've got a lot of Baekhyun songs. But this one's Baekhyun and Big One, and this is Love or Die. So this is the final one. So let's check it out.
우리 사랑은 die all over, die all over, die. 우리 사랑은 die all over, die all over, die. 우리 사랑은 die all over, die all over.
Wow.
우리 사랑은 die all over, die all over, die. 우리 사랑 단지 die all over,
Tryna stay with no 원했냐고 다른 걸 내게 네가 없는 love 내 모양은 말은 뭐 나는 없이는 더 지겹잖아 사는 척 우리 둘은 마주 보거나 아님 gonna gone 우리 사랑은 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑은 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑은 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑은 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑 단지 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑 단지 die all over die all over die 깨부시고 싶어서 다 지독하게 엮인 마치 운명의 장난에 놀아난 듯이 우린 서로 원하게 됐네 그렇게 난 너를 넌나 우리 사랑 단지 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑 단지 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑은 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑은 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑 단지 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑 단지 die all over die all over die 두 번을 막집어 생각해 우리는 사랑을 내 말에 커버 결국 we'll never die 우리 사랑 단지 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑은 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑 단지 die all over die all over die 우리 사랑 단지 die all over die all over die
Oh no. All right. Well, this was Baekhyun's and Big One, Love or Die. Very nice, very nice. I enjoyed this. This kind of, I feel like this kind of plays a little bit more towards the like, I don't know. I guess I would kind of fall into the category of like maybe like a little bit of emo pop, you know, kind of giving a little bit of emo K-pop, which I don't know if that's a genre, but I'm gonna put it in that category. Um, I like this. I thought this was very cool. I thought Big One. I've never heard of Big One before, but he was really cool. I liked his rap section, and I also like his vocals. He's kind of got like a little bit of vocal grit to his tone, so I appreciated that. It was cool seeing Baekhyun in a different light vocally. I think he definitely was like he was also putting like a little bit of like rasp into his voice as well too. Um, I thought this was really cool in terms of like just hearing like a different stylization of his voice that I haven't really heard as much. I think in not only in newest music but also in his other solo material. So it was cool to hear him kind of break off and do something a little bit different vocally. Instrumentation was fun. I like the really kind of more like it almost sounds like it's peaking in some ways, but I like kind of like the more aggressive tonality of that. I thought that was really cool. It feels very on brand for a type of song like this, so definitely like that a lot. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. Definitely a different approach for him vocally that I was a little bit surprised about. But I thought it was a good song. So I definitely enjoyed this one a good bit. So Gungi says you can create your own emo K-pop genre. I could potentially. So that would be cool. All right. Well, thank you. Huge thanks to Sally for getting 100,000 channel points and recommending Newest. So if you liked it, make sure to thank Sally in the comments or in chat. Some favorites. Tonight, that's tough. I feel like for me, I did really like Hidden Side by Minhyun. I liked Lights by JR. I don't know which one I liked from Baekhyun. I want to say What Are We? I feel like that one was great. Um, in terms of newest songs, uh, Bet Bet, Talk About Love was good. Let me see. Inside Out was good. I love the newest 17 song. I think it was Heaven. Yep, Heaven. Uh, Love Paint was great. Overcome was great. Um, Goodbye Bye was good. And I would say Action. I think those would be my favorites. Were the vibes. So, um, I think to me those were the faves for today. So very nice. Sally says, "Thank you for doing newest. No problem. You did it. So kudos. Thanks for. I don't know how many hours it takes to get 100,000 channels points, but thanks for thanks for sticking with it. I appreciate it. Let's see. Cal says thank you, Sally. Udi says thank you, Sally. Jess says thank you, Sally. Andy says thanks. Tutu Tune says hi. Bet love. What's going on? True. Uni says, I'm very picky when it comes to boys groups, but I actually liked a bunch of those songs. Gogi said, thanks, Sally. Yeah, they were all really good. I feel like Newest was a hidden treasure, certainly. So, um, I feel bad that they ended the way that they had ended, but hopefully all the members are doing what they like to do, So, um, yeah, I don't know. That's how I feel about it. So that's but it was good. It was good. I feel like I like I like trying to be able to cover these doing deep dives over the weekends if possible. So I feel like it was very timely, a good time to rock. So love to see it. So all right. Well, I don't know what we're doing Monday. I also would like to I guess get a poll on chat because I still haven't been able to get a hold of Luvis on any on any social media. So I feel like if Chad agrees, I feel like since I picked Sonja first, I feel like I feel like we have to move Sonja to the proverbial wheel choice for this month. Just because I've had a little time to not get a hold of them, and I wanted to give them a fair shot. So I feel like Sonja. I know Sonja comes through pretty regularly, so would love to reach out. So Sonja, if you're watching this, please, I'll message you later. But yeah, I feel like that's the right thing to do. Luvis, if you message me, feel free to join Discord if you haven't. But uh, we'll work it out if not. But I felt like Sally deserved, or Sally's already done it, but I feel like Sonja deserved it. So I feel like we got to do it. So very nice. But yeah, Monday, in terms of Monday, I don't know if y'all have any ideas on what you would like to do Monday, for stream. Just because I think we've done everybody. I think they at least have gotten points or have one wheel to my knowledge. So I think we're back to square one again. We could do an album stream, catch up. I'm down for either one. Um, if you have a preference, maybe I actually put a poll in Discord to see what people want to do, but I feel like that probably be the vibe. So, um, we'll see what people would like to stream, and we'll do that on Monday and potentially Wednesday if the other choice isn't picked. So, I feel like that would be rad to see what everybody's opinion is on it. Um, I don't know what else. Other than that, I think the Monday of Thanksgiving, like that Thanksgiving week, I probably will only be streaming that Monday. Because I imagine most of y'all are probably going to be spending time with friends or family. So, that Monday of Thanksgiving, I will probably only be streaming that Monday. So, hopefully enjoy your time. That'd be rad, but that'd be sick. Guggy says I want to do my deep dive, but I can't get to 100K fast enough. I listen. I would argue you have gotten there many times by this point. So not that it's not worth, not that you are not dedicated, certainly, but I I feel like you have climbed the mountain on multiple occasions. So which is sick. I'm down. I appreciate your support, but it is funny. 81K isn't 100K. That's fair. I was gonna say Sally. Oh my god, it took you Sally to. To be fair, Diz, I did say you would have to hit 50K. We made the EU transfer is if you live in the EU, you just have to make it to 50K, and you'll get to the and you'll get there. I feel like I have to because I don't stream as much on the UK side, so I feel as though I feel as though I gotta show the love to the EU. But Cal says give the rest of us a chance. That is, I am curious how many times. I think I think Gunky's gotten it like at least 3 times now, not including the concert one. If I've got that wrong, let me know. But I'm pretty sure it was 3. If not, this is the 3rd time, which is insane. Gunky says, I mean, I'm not preventing you from getting to 100. That is true. That is true. Everybody's doing it, but it's 2. Okay. Diz says it doesn't help me much. You've deep dive all of my ults. What I would love to do is X Love with their 6 B sides you haven't heard. That's true. That's true. Udi says 56. Oh wow. Okay. Undecided if I want to do a concert or wait for another deep dive. That is the dilemma. I feel that is presented. Yeah. You did do Yuna Nizu, and yeah, you did the YGB. Cal has 98. Hey, let's go. Let's go. You're close. You're going to definitely get it. If you're on Monday, you're definitely going to get it next stream. That is insane. I am curious where people are at, though. Okay, so Jazz is at 50, 55. That's good. Gunky is probably next, if I had to guess. Maybe Sarah? I don't know how close Sarah is. Sarah's got to be close, if I remember, my knowledge is correct. Oh, no. Sarah's not close. I thought Sarah's much closer. Shit. Wow. All right. So it's going to be, it looks like Cal is going to be next. So, Diz says, I'll do a concert if I ever hit 50K before. Oh, no. Sarah did do ZB1. Yeah, that is true. Sarah did do ZB1. That's crazy, though. Because that doesn't feel like that long ago. That's wild. Oh, my God. Y'all are cooking. They love to see it. Except for Diz. I feel bad for Diz. But we'll do whatever you would like to do, Diz. If you would like to do a K-pop group, then that's fine, obviously. But if there is a group you would like me to cover, then Diz is in fact not cooking, but it's okay. Guy who says we needed a variety triage, and I want to do game caterers, JYP. Ooh. How long is the video? That would be crazy. I'll look it up. Game caterers. Just says it doesn't help leaving it on overnight Mondays and Wednesdays as you get very little unless you're actively off. I'm just gonna see Diz like have something set up where they're auto like doing like emojis and shit. It like wouldn't even make sense. That'd be great. I'm like, wow, Diz, you thought a shock face on that? Time to program a bot. Yeah, for real. That'd be awesome. The Diz bot, for real. On God. I love it. I'd be like, wow, you put a question mark for this one? You didn't feel this one? Oh, that'd be great. Oh my God. That'd be awesome. We wouldn't even think anything of it, to be honest. It would just be funny just to see Diz post like the most random emojis, and we're all like, you know what? That's an interesting commentary, Diz. We'd love to see it. Yeah. So, Kyle says, just say interesting for every. That's optimal. That is optimal. Yeah. I feel like there would be no hate either way online for that, you know? Preach Dizbot. Yeah. Oh my God. Uh, we've unlocked a new strategy for Diz. Diz is going to get 100K like overnight. It'd be insane. I love that. I love that. That's awesome. Oh man. All right, cool. Well,